Hello, everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube, in all its infinite wisdom, has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Why, hello there. G'day. Howdy, Pada. I don't know cowboy lingo that well, as it turns out. Welcome, everyone, to another brand new episode of Die Party Noose, a weekly foray into a very disturbing role-playing game known as Deadlands Reloaded. I say disturbing, but really it mirrors our own landscape, except Wild West and zombies. So everything's... We still have Donald Trump as a president in this. No, we don't. But hey, everything's different. Nothing is the same. I take everything back. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, I'm excited to jump into this because we actually didn't get to finish our first thing that everyone did. So now we get to see whether or not everyone fucking lives or not.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
I mean, I'm sure you guys will work it out. You're adult males, right? Except for one of you. Yeah. So we'll be jumping straight back into the fucking foray. But before we do that, why don't we talk to our little cowpokes and what they've been up to the past week? So let's start off with Andrew, aka Drummer Boy, my man. I hear you put the internet astorm with your Patreon.
I did for a little bit.
You blew open the gates of hell, and money was what you found on the other side.
The tweets did super well. The Patreon didn't get a whole lot of activity, but the tweets did amazing.
Oh, you don't know you can stop world hunger with a like, man.
Apparently.
Hey,
How many dislikes does it take to get Donald Trump out of the White
Thoughts
House?
and prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, Drummer Boy, how about you make me some music and I'll give you some exposure. Like, I have a pretty good Twitter account.
I did. I made the Abyss song.
I know, it's great. It's awesome. It actually did get used. Yeah, it's on the YouTube. It gets used on the YouTube on the archives versions of this. So, but
if you want that song, it's over on the Patreon as a freebie if you would like that.
Hell yeah, man! You should link to the game that got used in. Nah, you won't do that. It's fine. But yeah. How did it go, man? How was the launch like? Yeah.
I mean, about as expected, really. Like, it's just changing from per project to monthly and then adding a whole bunch of other stuff. So, like, if you're in Roll20 and you go to the jukebox under the Fanburst tab, you can type in Drummer Boy Patreon and find the last 7 months of my tunes in there to use.
That's awesome.
Just publicly, people can use them. And hopefully, if they like them, they'll find my Patreon because there's Patreon in the name, and they'll come throw $3 at me.
See, I've never really used, and maybe this is something that I can sort of focus on as a GM, but I've never really used like outside influences. I've never really been a map guy, and we have a dedicated map maker on one of my other games. I've never really used music, and we have like a couple. We've had a couple of musicians in the show and that sort of stuff, and I've never really like seen the need to sort of elevate the game to that level, and there's all these services out there for music stuff, where you can find like a thunderstorm,
there's like Battle Bards and Tabletop Audio. I was gonna actually write for Battle Bards a little while ago, but they have a different system now, so it's an audition system, so I'd have to go through the audition process to do it, and then just I'll just do it myself.
I've never really seen the need for that sort of thing. Here's the thing, I wouldn't even need to use like a fucking piece of computer technology because I've got a fucking macro pad, like literally right here, that I could set up to just do sound effects, whatever I want, you know. So when it comes to that sort of shit, like I can do whatever I like, but I just don't see the need in like adding it, you know, like
The hard part is like you're already running a show, you're already GMing. To throw sound at you as well would just suck.
well, I mean, background noise is one thing. Like, you know, you could set up a scene and say, okay, I know that the players are going to go into a orgy this session, like last session. I can have an orgy background music going on, you know, like that would that one might add to the scene. I don't know.
ASMR yogurt. Damn. I've been making
or like a cow milking, like.
Yeah, I've been doing sound effects all week. Actually, there was a Fortnite pack called the Electrolyte Alert pack from Nerd or Die that I did all the sound effects for that just got updated this week. So that's the other thing I was doing. Patreon and sound effects for Fortnite inspired alerts.
You know,
all those Fortnite streamers out there.
I don't know how effective or how many people buy sound effect packages, but you know, you could take that same stuff you do and you could make. Do you know what Turbo Squid is?
Yeah.
So Turbo Squid is a highly overused service for independent developers. And one thing that independent developers suffer from greatly is sound effects, like being punched or shooting a gun, and everyone uses the same shit. But here's where you could make it like elaborate, right? You could offer like, okay, you're making a horror pack. Well, these are all handmade horror sound effects that you could use in your games. And you know, I don't know if you've ever considered that, but there's a lot of money to be made in that sort of shit.
Yeah,
like, there really is.
I mean, in sound, there's a lot of ways to do a lot of things. It's just like finding one and laser focusing. Because if you try and do everything, you're going to fail at everything. It just takes too much effort to do absolutely everything at once. So,
man, Maleo, you're fucking talking. You're talking shit in chat right now. I see you talking shit about like how there's no maps and stuff like that. Look, man,
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying I use maps for everything. So this is fresh.
Yeah.
Without maps at all.
Yeah, you play fucking D&D. I play 3 different fucking systems. I play 4 different systems a week, and I GM 3 of them. And let me tell you, you cannot make a map that works for every situation. Maybe in D&D, when you're just like, okay, you guys are fighting a thing in a forest. Here's a generic-ass forest tile, and you guys can just fucking do whatever there. But when it comes to, like... There's no way, like, here's the thing I've learned about being a GM. You cannot have the knowledge and awareness to give a situation to everything. You can over-prepare by a fucking million miles, right? And you can do it, and it will be fine, but at the same time, how much fucking time do you want to spend preparing for a game, right? Like, I prepare player names, I prepare monster tabs, like, all that shit. That's about what I do. And then I don't prepare anything else because I believe that, let's say, like, my favorite thing to do, and I don't know if GMs do this, but my favorite thing to do is when you guys approach a puzzle, if I say this door's locked, right, and a player gives an appropriate answer to, like, how they might fucking get their way in, like, oh, I don't know, I use my magic runestone to push up against the door to see if there's any runes in there, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, let's add something in there. Like, you can't do that if you over prepare, right? Fuck, I feel good. I feel good in saying that. I don't prepare anything. Everything comes out of the brain. So
until we have a TPK tonight because the fucking house is on fire.
You guys won't die from a house on fire unless you like. GM, I lay down in a pile of oil. Okay, why are you doing that? So the zombies don't get me. It's like, but the house is on fire. You're right, I still do it. At that point...
There goes plan A.
There goes plan A, yeah.
Grease me up!
Get out of here.
That was a throwback.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was ready for it. But yeah, what else have you been up to, man? Like anything else at all? Playing any games? There's a bunch. May 8th was like the video game fucking bonanza of games coming out, dude. It was crazy.
No, I've been still like trying to figure out how I'm gonna fit games on the weekend. I haven't been streaming since I finished the Witcher series. So
Well,
I
the new Pillars of Eternity just came out.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna do like the whole System Shock 1, 2, BioShock series, and then the new Prey. And I might also add Dishonored 1, 2, and Death of the Outsider. I played Dishonored 1, never played Dishonored 2 or the DLC.
Yeah, I liked 1, but then I played 2 and I was like, man, this is garbage. What the fuck? How did they ruin it? Yeah, it's more of a sight and feel sort of thing. Like I couldn't tell you why. Probably because they just went, fuck it. Here's a whole town. And you're just like, I don't want this. I want it to be like kind of linear. I want it to be like BioShock types of fucking stealth and shit. You know, like, that's what I want.
Yeah, I'm just like looking for games that kind of use System Shock 1 and 2 as influence and like reference.
Deus Ex.
Yeah, I was gonna go through the Deus Ex series, starting from
1.
the like bullshit 1, and then into like what is it like the
I'm
humanity?
sorry, bullshit 1? 1 is the best one, dude.
I played a bit of the first one. It wasn't what I was expecting because I was expecting like what the newer Deus Exes were doing, and then I went back to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't what I was expecting. Maybe I can go back to it with like renewed expectations. But what is it like? Human Revolution was or
Mankind Divide. Human Revolution was the newer ones with Adam Jensen.
yeah.
The second one had a completely different dude from JC Denton. And it was fucked. I can't remember the name of it. Hang on.
Yeah, I might go back and play those though. So because like I do enjoy those games and like Thief and all those kind of Thief and
The
Stalker.
problem with those games, the second one, is that it was made for Xbox. Deus Ex Invisible War, and Deus Ex Human Revolution is the third one. So,
I did play a bit of the first one. Maybe I'll go back because like it was just the graphics I couldn't do a whole lot of, but because they were very much like blocky, very early GoldenEye style.
yeah, man, it's like one of the first fucking open world games ever.
Yeah, but like doing it on a 1080p monitor with a 1070 graphics card, it's like what everything's so. It's just mush. Whatever. I'll still do it because fuck it, whatever.
Oh, look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. Get that shit out of my face. Speaking about putting that shit in my face, Spooty. What up, man? How you been?
My little Adam Jensen figure.
I didn't ask for this. Nah.
Hey, what's up?
Look, okay, let me say something about Deus Ex, okay? No other game in the entire world can you walk into someone's house, murder them, stuff them into a safe, and then go to China.
Yeah, why not? That's what you do.
That's what you
That's
do.
what you do.
That's
Is that a
what you do.
challenge?
Yeah. Yes.
Just play the series of games on stream that allow you to do that and see what the quality.
I would love you to try and work that out, right? Because it wasn't that you could kill someone. You could knock them unconscious and then stuff them into a safe and then go to China. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. But yeah. What have you been up to, Spooty? Talk to me, man.
So, other than playing Conan, I have been playing. Oh fuck! What is it called? Hold on. Pizza Titan Ultra. So.
All right. Wait,
everyone's
hold up.
Okay. All right.
I'm thinking two different things. Either it's a Dine and Dash style game, or it's some weird business top-down simulator where you buy and put together like menus and orders and shit like that.
Or giant pizza robots.
You would be wrong. What it is, see, everyone was playing BattleTech, right? This big mech game, and don't get me wrong, good game.
It's okay.
I wanted to play a mech game where inside the mech there is a pizza restaurant, and you run around a city delivering pizzas in that mech. And the way you deliver the pizzas is you punch your giant fist through the wall.
All right, hold up. Give me the name of this game again.
It's Pizza Titan Ultra. It is an arcade style mech game where you deliver pizzas to customers, and it is.
They want $18 for this game? Jesus fucking Christ.
Worth it. It is fucking worth it. Okay? You can put a kitty head on your mech. You can have a cat head for your mech helmet, which is amazing.
Yeah, but can I make a pizza?
Well, yes. So there is a little mini game where when you're running around on the map, you'll see like a little person walk around with a pizza slice above their head. And if you run into them, like a pizza shows up on the side of the screen, like split screens, and it goes into a mini game where like the ingredients moving around, and there's little circles on the pizza, and you got to hit it just right to get the ingredients good. And then lines spin like this, and you got to slice the pizza just right. And if you do it perfectly, the pizza's worth more money. But there's a side story or like an underlying plot line to where Cheeseborg, the rival pizza company, has made all of these evil robots, and they're attacking you while you're trying to deliver your pizza. But you're trying to figure out where Cheeseborg came from.
All right.
And who created
Serious fucking question here. Serious question.
All right.
If I was the delivery guy for this game, am I expected to pay for my own fuel?
No. There's no micromanagement, none of that shit. It is straight up like arcade style. You are in a giant.
Am I expected to take tips?
You can get tips, but like some of the story missions involve like side objectives you have to complete in order to finish the mission.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm this corrupt developer and I need this subdivision cleared. So like you need to just destroy a shitload of houses by like stomping the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking amazing.
Now, what if it's a one-story building? How to deliver the pizza to the one-story building?
You only deliver pizzas to skyscrapers.
See, I mean,
but listen, it's like you ever play Crazy Taxi?
Of course.
That's what I was thinking. Just like a cross between Crazy Taxi
it's
and
like
delivery mech game.
Yeah, it's like Crazy Taxi in a 10-story tall mech that has a pizza delivery restaurant inside of it.
Worth on a sale, maybe.
I wouldn't buy it for $18.
I paid $18 for it. I streamed it on Sunday. I streamed it for like 4.5 fucking hours. I couldn't stop. Normally, I split my streams between 2 games. I couldn't stop playing this fucking game.
All right, I'll take your word for it. You know what's a good fucking game though? For the King, you should buy that. That'll give you more fucking value, for sure.
For the King, and also I've heard that Sword of Ditto is all right as well.
Really? Yeah.
I've been looking into that one as a possible. I like to when I stream. I like to play. I generally like to play kind of weird games.
All right, we should talk after this. I'll give you a little help here, Brian. We'll talk after this for sure.
I like weird games.
Yeah. But what else have you been up to, man? Anything else?
No, not really. Just kind of fucking working, slaving for the man. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how that is.
There's
Proof.
There's some things in the works that I can't really get into live, but you know, yeah, same old. Yeah.
All right, Maleo, what up, dude? How you been? What's going on? Give me the business. Give me the 411. Give me the early bird special. What's going on?
Well, nothing much. I'm just sitting at home playing video games.
Nice. What have you been playing?
D&D, making maps for D&D.
This guy.
that's pretty much about it.
What have you been playing? Anything cool?
Lord of the Rings Online, Minecraft, mostly.
I said
hope
cool.
Kenshi?
Ah, Kenshi, yeah. You know, Kenshi is one of the very first games that I ever published.
Nice.
There's a little bit of trivia about me. You didn't know that.
They are updating it quite a lot right now, so it's.
Well, that's good. I'm still surprised that it's still in early access after all these years. Let me tell you something. It was in early access before early access was early access.
Wait, what game is this now?
It's called Kenshi. It's like a Ronin in the desert kind of simulator. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird one, but you know, I'm surprised. You know what else is still in that fucking train? Fucking Project Zomboid, man. That's another one that was around the time that I was doing publishing shit. So, like, they're still doing it. They're still kicking it. But yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing that. Oh, I got homework for a school that I do not yet go to.
The fuck?
It's my initiation thingy to where I post this to them, and then they might accept me.
Oh, okay. I always found that weird how you have to do that. Like, prove that you're a willing student to do things. I don't know. It's weird.
If there's enough applicants, it's a good way to sort out the
Wheat from the chaff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, enough fucking around, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we get in and slaughter some skinwalkers, huh?
I thought they were called pickers.
Let's die in a house fire.
Let's die in a house fire. All right, guys. So last week, Cowpokes came across a town called Wild Creek. They are hunting down the mysterious cloaked stranger who has made it his mission to go from town to town and essentially sorry, I'm just opening things real quickly here. Essentially sow evil into the actual seeds of the earth itself. Our heroes have been tasked by by jointly government task force called Noose to go and hunt down this man in an effort to reduce fear of the abominations that now walk the earth of Western America, early Western America. So what we're going to do now is, our players basically wandered into town like the restless walkers they are, and found a lead, being that let's see here, Lincoln Mavis was somehow making the town, which was on the verge of becoming a ghost town, somehow due to his influence sprung back to life. They investigated and found out that the town was willing and accepting of everyone's more vile and obsessive needs. Pick your poison, as it were, and that poison happened to be booze and flesh. There were a couple of visitors in the town, and it seems that the town was almost catered to their exact needs. The crew basically investigated and were unable to find out what was really happening before, the clock struck wood and the town, fell into an orgy, as it were, which then led to the consumption of the wanderers outside of one lady, who I have not named yet. I might have actually no, I did name her. Her name was Minerva. That's right. Minerva. Yes. And she basically had no real information to share, considering that she was there just to indulge herself. They then decided to confront the the actual homestead of the ranch where everything took place. It was the ranch, Sal's ranch, basically, where they snuck into the house and snuck downstairs into the basement, only to find a cascade of empty skin suits hung up to dry and a writhing pustule bubble on the floor itself, which for the most part seemed to be a birthing pool for whatever creature was in this town. Using science and the might of intelligence, Lester Stark set the house ablaze using his invention, which consumes ghost rock and spews out high-powered, flammable airwaves. I'm not sure. Energy, something like that. And the house lit ablaze, which prompted the festival participants to intercede in their escape. So now, covered by skinwalkers, the heroes are inside a burning house, surrounded. And if last I remember correctly, we had drawn initiative tokens, as you can see here. But it is the start of a new session, which means we get to draw once again some poker chips. So I don't remember. Are you guys able to draw the poker chips? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
No.
Hang on.
No.
Real quickly.
We're able to draw the cards, but
Allow choosing. No. Players can draw cards. Okay, there we go. Try now. See if you guys can do it now.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, everyone just draw the number that you're supposed to draw. I believe Spoody, you get 2, right? And
Yep,
Malayo
yep.
gets 4, and Drummer you get 3.
Oh, blue and a red.
That's good. Yeah. And once everyone's drawn, I'll draw my 3 that I get for being the GM.
Cool. I have 3 on my screen. Is that showing up for other people?
I only see the 2.
Okay. One of them's hanging in the air.
Well, I thought you could only draw 2 because of your.
No, he's got
Yeah.
3. He's got something else that he's not aware of right now.
Yeah. Oh, weird. I've got like the weird floaty thingy that the Spoody had with cards last time.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Yeah.
All right, so fair amount of blue tokens and red tokens up there. So, bless you.
sorry, I didn't make it.
Bless you, my child.
Bless you, my child. Holy Father, Son. So, I guess the first person. Oh, actually, I don't remember because we've got. Obviously, Malaya, you go first. But I'm actually trying to work out which one of us goes first because we draw the same thing.
It was like a suits matter.
Yeah, it was a suits matter. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out which one it was. It was the order. Let's take a look here. It's probably in Savage World, Dave, not in that one. So as I said last time, this is like one of the first times that I've GM'd this game, so there's a bit of growing pains, as it were.
We are all learning it together.
I mean, I know the game. I know it from a player perspective, though. So, ties are spades first, then hearts, diamonds, and then clubs. So hearts, diamonds. So Sputnik, you'd go next, and then me, and then Drummer. So
Okay.
that's the order. All right. So basically, yeah, you guys remember you killed off some of them, and I actually didn't write down how many you'd killed. So just give me a second here. I want to
There's
try. And...
5.
I reckon it was about that. Yeah.
There's 5 that we killed.
5, and then 6 more came, and then there was a.
Yep.
But the door that you came through, which is at your backs, is also being attacked and trying to be
Right.
broken through by the creatures on the other side. So, yeah. What do, fam? What do? Malaya, you up first.
Do I still have control over?
Well, let's decide that now. Do you want to have Garrett as because you're the one? One of you guys has to control Garrett. I say we swap it up and let someone else control him this session.
Didn't use that well last time.
So why don't we give it to Spooty then?
All right, that's fine.
Because you're next in the turn order, so it's only fair.
Alright.
But yeah, okay, cool. So Garrett will go on your turn. So you can either have him go first or you go first, and he uses whatever tokens you have. So if you want to give him a token to do
Right.
something, he'll use that. So
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. After last episode, I still have my tomahawk out.
yes, you do.
Just saying because she did stuff last time. I'm just gonna smack the one in front of me with that.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and roll me a tomahawk hit?
Use the weapon, can I? Okay. 15. Uh-huh.
All right, so let's take a look at. So you need to beat a. Yep. Okay, you hit. Good job. So you can roll me some damage then, please. Also, we were dicking around after the session, and there is some miscellaneous rolling that you can do here. So remember how last time you couldn't work out how to do the pluses and bonuses to attack rolls and that sort of shit? If you go to the miscellaneous section, you can actually add like a damage modifier and a trait test modifier in the boxes appropriate. There's also an unshake modifier, and if you add wounds to your list there, it'll actually change the rolls and stuff like that too. So just keep that in mind. If you wanted to add, like for example, Drummer Boy, if you wanted to add your bonuses to your shooting, you can do that as well. So
Yep.
Okay, 8 damage. Cool. Let's take a look here. Yep. Yeah. Good job. You basically, like, one comes running at you. I don't know, how proficient are you with a tomahawk? Is your character, like, super proficient in fighting? Doesn't seem like it. You've got a D4 in it, so maybe,
I'm not
like,
proficient in it at all.
tell me how you kill one of these things then.
I would feel that I had the tomahawk out and just tried to just chub in. As I chubbed in, the handle slipped out of my hand. I tried to grab it again and just quickly re-emerge it.
Cool. Yeah. So it basically runs into the axe. I don't know if it was you swinging appropriately or whether it was him being in the right place at the wrong time.
Running into it.
Yeah, but you basically brain this thing, and it falls down dead.
First blood.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna actually make another note here real quick, just in case this takes a lot longer. Okay, so I'm going to keep track, as I'm supposed to do. Alright, okay, okay. Okay. So yeah, there's now the door behind you is breaking apart. There's also still 5 more enemies in front of you guys. Spooty, you're up. Remember, you do have control of Garrett this on your turn. So
Can I see a clear way out of this house? So the back door is getting pounded down.
yep,
The
and
other guys-
you're sort of surrounded by these disgusting creatures at the same time,
Sure.
and you're in a hallway. So
So there's no fucking windows or anything?
here's the thing: you can very easily move. There is no attack of opportunities in this game. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check to make sure.
Right.
But I believe you can move about and hang on, let me just see movement. You can move up to 6 feet basically.
Only 6 feet per turn.
Yep.
Okay.
But you can run. So basically, you can crawl.
Right, which doubles it, right?
No, you roll a 1d6 to see how much it. If you want to run, you roll a 1d6 and it adds that.
Add that to the
six.
Okay.
To the 6, yeah.
So there's no clear path of exit right now, right?
I mean, this is like a stereotypical Texas homestead, right?
Oh.
So we're talking big windows. We're talking like big open lounge room sort of things. So you could very easily jump through any window, right?
Yeah, okay,
they're big
that's-
enough to get out. But right now, you guys are sort of just surrounded, right? And you could very easily leave the house. Like you don't have to go through the same way that you came in.
Right.
But there are like a multitude of creatures.
Do I have a clear path to a window?
Clear as in like, can you get there on this turn?
Clear as in if I run to it and roll well, I can get to it.
Sure. Do you have like any athletics or anything like that on your sheet? Take a look.
I mean, my agility is a D6.
Yeah. So this would be you would be rolling. I believe athletics is an actual skill in this game. I have so bad skill bleed with the systems that I roll. Okay. So let me see here. There's boating, climbing. It's not really like a generic like roll here for that by the looks of things.
All right, well, so here's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get us out of the house, and I'm going to lead by example by running towards a window. I don't want to smash through it. I want to open it and jump out and get the other guys out as well, and then close the window behind me. Now, I know that's not all going to happen on one turn.
Yeah. Well, no,
but
here's the thing. You can remember in this game, you can do as many things as you want, but you have to tell me everything that you want to do in your turn, and then I assign a negative to all the rolls that you will make on that, depending on how many things you do.
Okay, so I want to jump. I want to go to a window.
Yep.
Open it up. I don't want to smash through. Open it up, jump out the window, and call for everyone else to follow.
Okay, and then when everyone's through, you want to close it, right?
Yeah.
Page
I
7.
want to trap the skinwalkers that are inside. I want to trap them inside as best we can. At least give us a little bit of time to get out of here, because there's no way we're going to kill 40 fucking whatevers.
Okay. Yeah. So there is so I'm pretty sure there is a maneuver to get around this, because yes, there is a like a close combat like attack of opportunity if you leave, right? So you'd be getting probably 4 attacks on you if you leave.
So then before I do this, can I...
Well, let me just see if there's a maneuver real quick that you can do before you can do anything.
I can also pray for... Oh, wait, I think I still have that extra defense.
You do, yes.
So I have +2 on my defense anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm +3 because of my armor. Okay.
Yeah. So let me see maneuvers real quick. I don't know where maneuvers is. This book is weird, like the way that it breaks down, like the way that it breaks down the index is not like how I want it to do it, right?
It's broken up into
Like categories that are then alphabetical. So if I go maneuvers, I don't know what page they're on because maneuvers is in a different category under a different letter. So it defeats the whole purpose of it a little bit. Well, let's take a look at the combat check right here. But yeah, there is a... So everyone gets an attack on you. So action attacks. Actions. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's weird. So basically, if you want to move out of the range of these things attacking you, you'll get hit. Basically,
Like they'll just hit me automatically.
no, they'll have a chance to do it, but you have your armor and stuff, right? So now, is your spell armor, or is it like?
It's literally called armor. Yeah.
So it's armor, so it's reducing on damage, not reducing on them hitting you.
Correct. I think.
Yeah, because armor adds to toughness. So
Yeah.
yeah, and you have current 8 right now, by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's what you want to do, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I gotta try. I mean, because there's really no point in burning all of my ammo and everything in here.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you rolling?
Yeah, what do I roll?
Are you
What
rolling
what
to run? Is that what you're doing?
I guess. Is that what I'm doing?
I mean, are you running? Like,
Yeah.
you have 6 feet of movement. I'm gonna say that in order for you to do everything that you need to do, it's definitely more than like. Okay, hang on. I don't know feet. I'm sorry. 1 second. Dude, that's like 2 meters. What the fuck? Are you serious? Serious? You can only move 6.
That's what I was like. Really, only 6 feet?
That seems weird.
I'm a fat kid and I can jump 6 feet
Yeah.
in like less than a second.
Because the movement in this game is based on paces rather than like amount of movement you have in a 6-second action.
Yeah.
No, characters move their full pace, which is usually 6 foot, which is I'm pretty sure that is the icon for foot. Let me just. Yeah, it's feet. Yeah. So 6 foot, and like that's 2 meters. Like that's nothing. Like.
I know.
That's
It's
so
literally
much.
2 steps.
Okay, well, so yeah, you can roll a 1d6 and add that to your the far as far as you
Okay.
can go. Yeah. So roll that for me and let's see how far you can go. I'm gonna say you need at least 10 feet to get to a window. Okay.
There's 10 feet.
There's 10 feet, yeah. So
Alright.
you can basically open it up. And now, let me clarify real quick. This is just a glass window. It's nothing like secure or anything like that. You can open it up
That's fine.
and you can close it, but I don't know if it's going to hold back the tide like you'd like it to.
No, I just need an extra second or two to clear some space. Because right now we're in a fucking burning house, trapped in a hallway, getting attacked by skinwalkers.
And what do you want Garrett to do?
So, I want Garrett to follow me.
Okay, cool. So,
Do I
that...
need to roll a d6 for him also?
Yes.
Okay.
Having said that, though, I will split the... since he's acting on your turn, I will split the attacks on both of you. So 2 each.
Yep.
Right. So roll that d6. Okay. I mean, he
Really?
probably gets like caught up in a bunch of arms and limbs and shit like that
Yeah.
coming after him and shit. So let's go ahead and roll. So the first 2 will be for you, Spoody.
Okay.
And then the next 2 will be for... what's his face? First thing we do is we roll fighting. First 2 is for you.
That's an 8. Fuck. What is that against?
Your parry. Which in this case, I believe is a 5. So yours is pretty garbo. So you're going to get hit twice.
Yeah.
Yep. So the toughness is where you remove the damage from. So
Right.
so that's...
Holy Jesus.
Keep in mind that you get wounded only after you've been staggered. Oh, not staggered. Whatever it's called in this game. I'm just going to...
Yeah, staggered.
Is it staggered?
Or stunned.
No, I don't think it's stunned either.
Shaken.
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 Why is it
Yeah, yeah.
such a fucking weird word? Anyway, you get shaken, and no matter how much damage it does to you, and the
I'm
next
only
time you
shaken.
take damage, it
Right.
can't be in the same turn. So if 2 creatures attack you and the first one shaken gives you the shaken condition, the second one then can't give you a wound. Right? It's for that entire turn. So
Now, have I opened the window at least?
So here's the thing. Yes, you have. No, you haven't, because these dudes do damage to you before you move. So
Okay.
you can continue to move. However, in order for you to do things, you will need to remove your shaken ability. So you haven't opened the window.
Right. So I can spend a chip to remove that. Yes.
You can, or you can roll a on your next
Spirit?
turn. You can roll a spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that on my next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay. Cool. So you'll do that on your next turn. All right then. And Garrett is going to take some hits now. So let's roll that. Okay.
Nope.
And what is Garrett's? I know here's the thing. He's a GM character, so he's intentionally here to help you guys. So he's actually pretty good. Like he's probably like a level around what Drummer Boy's character is, Billy, and maybe a bit higher in terms of skills. But he also doesn't gain skills later on, right? So, so yeah, the first one misses completely, and it fails. Second one will hit, and let's see if it passes his toughness now. Nope, it does not. So yeah, he hits him and he just sort of brushes it off. Keep in mind he's moving and running, but he can also shoot, right? So if you'd like him to do that.
Oh, sorry. I can have him shoot.
Yes, you can, but he's rolling at a -2.
All right. That's fine. I want him to shoot the fucker that hit me.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Okay.
Let's get ready to rumble.
And that's definitely a pass, because they only need to hit shooting is they need to hit their range, right? I think. Sorry. Just trying to get used to this again.
We only supposed to hit toughness, and then parry is reduction.
Okay. Range.
Beat, parry, and toughness is for damage.
Okay, yeah, no. Ranged attacks is short range is 4, medium range is you subtract 2 from it. So this is and long range is subtract 4. So basically, it's just a distance attack, and he definitely hit 4, so he's good. And the DC is always 4, guys, in case you forgot. So he's going to now do some damage. 3 is not enough. I can tell you that right now.
No.
3 is definitely not enough. But yeah, that's him. All right. So I guess it is now my turn, actually. So having you guys run away, there is 2 that got attacks on Garrett and 2 that got attacks on Spooty. So I'm going to give 1 attack on Maleo, 1 attack on Drummer, and then 2 on Garrett and 1 on Spooty. So we'll go Maleo first. Yeah, well, this is what happens. Nope, that's not good enough. So this will be for Drummer now. Does that beat your parry? Your parry's only 5?
Yep.
Okay.
5 parry, 5 toughness.
What's 5 toughness?
Yep.
Okay, so you're shaken?
I was shaken from last session, so does that carry over?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'm shaken, probably wounded.
Now you take 1 wound now, yes.
Right.
However, you can also, if you wanted to, before the wound gets applied, you can spend a token. Because you can do it out of turn whenever you want, so.
Yeah, I'm going to do the thing. Spending a token.
Where do we mark shaken? I see wounds and fatigue, but I don't see shaken.
There's no shaking counter. You just have to.
Okay.
You just have to keep track of it mostly, yeah.
That's fine.
Aren't we all shaken from last turn?
Were you?
No, I
don't
think
think
I'm
so.
the only one who got like actually all the way through and shaken.
Yeah.
Because I got attacked after I fanned the hammer. I got attacked by a bunch of dudes, and then I got two or three attacks that hit me, and that took me down to shaken. But you can't go past that in one round. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm willing to. I don't remember. So, I yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. You want to use a white one?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Okay. And so yeah, you're shaken now. Basically, is what the result of this is.
Yeah.
And so that's now two. Let's do your one on Spoody, the one that chases you, Spoody. Since you're shaken now, what is your toughness? It's 5, right? Oh, no, parry.
Parry is 5, yeah.
Okay. And what is your toughness? 8, right?
8.
Okay. You're good. Oh wait, sorry, that was the marshal, not. Yeah, sorry.
I already deleted one.
Oh no, don't delete it.
Oh. Okay. I think you can copy paste those.
No, it's. I'll look into the token pool after we're done with today, I guess, because there's a certain number of tokens that need to be in there. I don't know where it goes after it's deleted. It might just go back into the thing. So, and okay, so you're good, and now we'll do 2 on Garrett. 6 and 8. I think they both hit them. So parry is 6. Yep, they both get hit. And his toughness is 6. Okay, good. Nothing hits him. He just
Get out of
shrugs
here
it
with
off.
that garbo.
Get out of here. Okay. All right now. So yeah, now we get to draw. Oh wait, no, Drummer Boy, you're up.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How close am I to the door that's getting like blown down?
I would say you're the one that's closest to it. You're starting to see like holes appear in it, basically. So.
Yeah. And it opens outward.
I mean, it's
because like if they're like trying to beat it down, would it open outward or inward?
I would say inward, because it's an outside door house, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, if it's a back door, it might open outward.
You know what? It opens outwards, outside. I'm just trying to think of all the doors that I've gone through in my life, trying to work out which way this fucking door opens. But yeah.
Yeah, because like my front door opens outward, but my door to my apartment opens inward.
Yeah, right. It's weird, right? There's no like. Yeah. But I'm gonna say outward.
There's no standard.
I'm gonna say outward. Yeah.
So if I kick the door, will it?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see. What's an appropriate skill for this? What do you have?
I've got.
Keep in mind you have some guys on you. You have one dude on you.
You've got that skill, shake guys off and kick down doors, right?
You're shaken, by the way, so you can't actually do that.
Can't actually do what?
You can't do actions until you get rid of your shaken. So you can make a spirit check to see if you get over your shaken.
Wait, didn't he play a chip to get
Yeah, but
shaken?
that was he had shaken at the end of last turn. So instead of taking a wound, he spent a chip, and now he's shaken again, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it worth spending another chip to get rid of this one?
It's up to you, man. So you basically need to roll spirit, and you need to get a 4 or higher on your spirit check.
Do you get a wild on spirit? You get wild die?
Yes, you do. Hang on 1 second. Let me just make sure that
I've got D6 in both, so.
Let me just real quickly. I want to just make sure that there's no skill that you can add to this. Damage. Let's take a look. Playing damage. Shaken. Okay. Okay. Another test the rules for another new one. Okay. Shaken. All right. No, it's just a spirit roll. It's a straight up.
All right, I'll do the spirit roll. If I fail it, then
You don't
Is my
get. So
spirit-
basically, this is your action. So you can't
Okay.
do additional things. Like you spend your turn basically slapping yourself out of like the stupor that you've been put in, essentially.
Is that true even if he spends a chip?
If you spend a chip, you can do whatever you want. So
Okay.
I mean, I've got 2 guys on me, so the chances I'm going to get shaken again are pretty damn high.
and you have one dude on you now. Because the way that it broke down is they chase Garrett, and you have one, Maleo has one, Brian has one, and Garrett has 2.
All right, we'll just spirit it this time.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and make a spirit check for me. You will get your wild card, your wild die, because you are a wild card. So
Do I shake the spirit dice or
Yep.
the miscellaneous unshake roll modifier thing?
go the unshake. I don't know what that looks like. It gets a 5. Okay. Did that roll both dice? It did.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna look up what fatigue is, because that's a new term that I haven't heard really mentioned. I think fatigue is like,
Is that what shaken means in this?
I don't think so, because I think fatigue. Oh, it might. Like that's the thing. Like I don't know what it actually is called. So, I'll look this up real quick. Sorry, I think it might be environmental stuff actually. Fatigue. Yeah, some hazards cause direct damage, but in most cases, fatigue, stress, or weakness that makes the victim less effective and can eventually lead to incapacitation or even death. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah,
Well-
if you get fatigued, you just get -1 modifier in all checks, sort of thing. So.
But I passed my spirit thing, so I'm ready to act next turn.
Yep. All right. You can still move, so don't let that like deter you from moving. But you can't do actions.
I mean, do I want to move towards? Do you want me to move towards the window, or I could stay here and bust the door down next turn?
It's up to you. Now you will get, if you leave the area of attack, he will get to have an attack on you. But that's up to you. Considering.
Yeah, I think I'll just stay put.
Cool. All right then. So everyone draw another card for initiative. So we got a 4 of diamonds. We got a 2 of clubs. We got 6 of
6 of
spades.
clubs.
Oh, that's a club, right? I always get the... Oh, shit, dudes. I think I have to redraw that. Actually, no. I think after that's been pulled, we reset everything and all the cards go back
All
in.
the cards get shuffled in.
Yeah. But I don't know if I can
Also,
pull
you
it. That's the thing.
redraw.
I don't know if the GM could pull that card. So let me just double check that. Initiative. Okay. Yep, under that, Shuffle your deck. In a round. After any round which the Joker was dealt. Okay. So, I guess I get to go first then. Cool. So, I'm going to attack everyone again. And I'm going to say that there's one more turn before this door breaks down and all those dudes behind you come in. So, let's start with Billy. Start with you, since you are right there. Yep, that hits you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You good though. Spooty, let's do you next.
Okay.
Miss.
Oh, fuck off.
Let's do Garrett next. Miss.
Fuck
Hit.
off.
Miss. And let's do Maleo. Is that a hit? Is a 5 good?
The hit.
That's a hit?
Yep.
All right then.
So wait, does a tie on parry, does that go for the attacker?
As it always does, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. So that's my turn. Yeah, the door behind you, Billy, starts to break and hands start, coming through the door all comically and shit like that. The snarling of these creatures is insane. Speaking about insane, it's Preacher Man's turn. Father Tom O'Malley.
All right, so I think, fuck. So if I roll a spirit die, that's all I do this turn, right?
You can also move.
Okay.
You just can't do any actions, and actions are,
Yeah, like shooting and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll a spirit die to get unshaken.
Go for it. There's an unshake button.
Huh?
Actually, just roll spirits. It shows up cleaner on the thing, so.
Yeah. Fuck.
No dice, man. Like, this thing, like, knocked the god out of you, basically.
Huh.
Yeah. Essentially.
So there's nothing else I can do?
No, nothing else.
All right. Hooray.
Hooray.
I tried,
for
guys.
you. Yeah. But
I
Garrett.
should have known better than to rely on my dice rolling skills.
Yeah. But, I mean, you have a pretty high spirit, so I could see why you made that.
I know. I was fucking D8. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I get, what's a 50-50 chance?
50-50 chance. Actually, it's more than that because you also get a D6, and you're
Yeah.
still being Garbo.
And I still rolled like I always roll.
So, Garrett's turn as well. What would you like him to do?
Father Tom.
Father Tom, you're controlling Garrett? You're controlling Garrett, so what do you want Garrett to do?
Sorry. I want him to get out the window, but he's shaking, right?
No, I don't think he is.
I think he is. I thought he got hit. Did he not get hit?
Oh, no, he totally did. Yeah, absolutely. He took a fucking beating, yeah.
All right, I'm not going to waste my chip on an NPC, so can he roll a spirit?
Absolutely, he can. Do you want him to move out the window as well?
Can
Yes.
I use my chips for him?
No,
Okay.
he's fine.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, get him out the window, please.
Yep, he's out the window.
All right.
So you guys, outside the window, right? Now that you can do that, and basically you've sort of come out the front of the house, and you're in sort of like a I don't know what they call it, but where they break like a circle sort of enclosure where they break in horses, essentially. If that makes any sense. Actually, no, you'd be on a porch, and then the porch faces a sort of like a little area where it's like a circle round thing with like the ground around the inside of the fence, circular in rotation, has been worked to the ground. Like there's grass in there, and you can see the dirt under there, like a well trodden path of where they break in the horses. So basically, a man stands in the middle of the paddock with a lead on the horse and just sort of walks it around, sort of giving it commands and stuff like that. My grandpa used to break in horses, so that's what I'm drawing on here. But yeah, that's what you see in front of you. To your left, to your right, as you're facing the house, there is the orgy pile, and more and more of these skinwalkers are taking notice of what's happening in the house. So, to put it in perspective, if you were to have a quick look, there's definitely more than 10 left in that pile in that direction. So what do? Oh wait, no, that's your entire turn. Yep. Maleo, you're up.
I am gonna try to hit the one in front of me.
There is none in front of you.
Yeah, look at the map, idiot. Ah.
Because you killed that one. Oh, I know, you're actually right. There's 6 left. Yeah, because you killed the second one. Yep. So there is one in front of you. Go ahead and make an attack for me, please.
Yeah. That's not the right one.
That's agility. You need fight.
It's the same anyway.
Hey.
I mean, sure, but that's not really how we roll. Wait, you're encumbered?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you encumbered? Have you got too much shit?
I'm weak as fuck.
Okay. Well, maybe you should fix that then. I don't know.
Some weights.
Yep,
I got my tent, I got my robes, I got my harmonica, my backpacks, and
I mean,
17
yeah.
kilograms or weight carried, most likely pound.
You could put all that shit on your horse. Your horse has saddlebags and stuff. Like, that's not, like, too far to believe. But anyway, no, you don't hit. This thing is too... Actually, no. Wait. Yeah, no, you don't hit. Sorry.
5 is too little?
Too little. Yes, it is. Fucking bugs, man. Get out of my face.
Wait, five's too little. Hit their parry.
Yes.
When did that change?
It's always been like that.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just keeping you honest, DM. That's all.
okay. Okay, Drummer Boy, you're up. What does Billy Hawkins do in this situation?
All right. I was gonna kick the door. There's that. There's the other plan. How does throwing work? Can I grab the dude in front of me and throw him through the door behind me?
Probably. I don't see why not. Let's take a look here. I believe throwing is like an actual fight skill, maybe.
It's a skill. I have it.
Oh yeah. So let me just see if I can find grappling. Alright.
I'm wondering if it's more worth it to like kick the door behind me and have this dude at my back, or just like grab this dude by like the fucking torso and whatever's
Kick
around
him through the door.
just like throw him through the door with all his other skinwalker friends.
I think you just have to beat his parry. I'm pretty sure that's what it would be, but situational combat rolls. Let's take a look here. Cover, diving for cover, recoil, spreads of fire, damage, breaking things, cold shot, tiny target, disarm, defend, finishing move, firing to melee, full defense, ganging up, grappling. Okay. Sometimes the best to restrain opponents after beating grappling is a opposed fighting roll that causes no damage. If the attacker wins, he's entangled the foe with a raise. The foe is also shaken. Once entangled, the defender may break free on his next action. Both defender and attacker may pick up their strength or agility when an opposed roll is made. If successful, the defender is free and consumes action, but he does so with a raise if he's free. Okay, so basically it's a two-step process. After grappling, the attacker may attempt to damage his victim on subsequent rounds by making an opposed roll as above. On success, he does his strength and damage, gaining an extra d6 for a raise as per normal. So it's a two-step. So this round you're grappling. Next round you can do what you like.
So what's the throwing skill for? Just like throwing random objects?
Throwing tomahawks, throwing grenades, throwing dynamite.
All right, I'm not going to do that then. I'm going to shoot this dude and then kick the door. So I'm doing 2 actions. The other one will take a minus.
Cool. No, they all take the same minus.
Oh, do they?
Yep. So
It's
you
okay.
state how many actions you're going to be doing, which is kicking a door and shooting. Each of them will take a -2 to do. So, for example, if you said, I'm going to kick the door open, shoot a dude, and also I'm going to be running, that'd be a -4 on all those things.
Cool.
So, yeah.
-2.
-2 on the... Yep. Go ahead and make a shooting for me, please. This would just be DC4, obviously.
So I'm going to do the miscellaneous trait test, -2 modifier, just to see if it fucking works.
Hey.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. You telling me you rolled an 18 on a 1d10?
I did. 10 plus 8.
All right, then. So here's the thing. You got a raise on your combat here. Now, I want to double check if you get like extra raises or if it's only the single. Attacks. Okay. Alright, if you hit your target with a raise, add a d6 to the damage roll. This roll may ace. Okay. So, you see on your weapon, there's a little checkbox that says raise.
Mm-hmm.
Click that for me and then roll. Nice. So it added an extra d6 in there, which is good. So you rolled a 13 on the 3d6. So yeah, you fucking murderize this dude. Like,
Sick.
yeah. This was probably the barkeep, you know, pull a bullet through his brain. And then you turn around and you fucking kick this door open. And I'm pretty sure kicking the door open doesn't require a roll. But, you know, it was still an action that affected the world. So,
Maybe like a strength, just to see how like kick the door open, but what the result is might depend on how strong it was.
maybe when to break a door. Okay. Use a toughness value on these kind of objects. These rules are solid objects. Large objects make components, blah, blah. Almost anything can be broken given enough time and effort, so use the system when attempting to break things in a hurry, such as during combat rounds. The parry of an inanimate object is a 2. So, there you go. The catch is that damage rolls against them don't count bonuses from raises on attack rolls, nor aces. Okay. Unlike a person or a vehicle, you cannot hit a vital area on a locked door and thrust through more damage. I mean, that's a lie, but sure, game, whatever you like. If an attack can't do enough damage to destroy the object, it can't destroy it, or at least not quickly. Okay. The damage roll equal or exceeds the object's toughness if it's broken, bent, shattered, and otherwise ruined. The GM decides the extra effects. Okay. Cool. Alright, so a light door is 8, but as I said, it's got holes in it already, so if you wanted to break it down and kick it open, it would only require 4 to get through. So you need to roll a fight, and it needs to pass a 2. So do that now if you can. Oh, with a -2, obviously. It still has it? Cool. Lucky you did.
The wild die.
Yeah, the wild die. So now, if you could, for me, please, roll... I think it's... do you have a fighting thing set up? Like a strike?
Not for a weapon, no.
Okay, so damage. So melee attacks is... okay. Okay, it's... where's the damage in this? Okay. Unarmed combat strength damage. You only roll your strength die.
Okay.
And this can't ace, so basically because you're fighting an inanimate object, and you need to beat a 4.
This is still -2.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So basically, what happens here is, if I'm reading this correctly, you kick the door, and it's sort of like it opens, but there's like a pile of dudes on the other side, right? And it pushes it back into it, sort of thing. So they're trying to go in, and you're trying to go out, and you just don't have enough strength to push back on everyone doing this thing.
Yeah.
So
I was like kicking it to try and like move them back, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, I like the idea that we get the camera angle from the outside, and it does push them off, but then they just fall back onto it, sort of thing.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, that's your turn. Yeah.
There's no point in like I could spend a white chip to re-roll that, but I don't think it matters.
You could, yeah. Hang on.
But I'm not being attacked anymore, so I can move.
Yeah, you can move. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna move over to the window that Father Tom opened.
Okay, you definitely can't make it, but you can make it halfway.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's that round, and I get to recall everything. So let me do that, and we will shuffle. All right, everyone, pull out your cards. Let's see what happens.
Oh, God damn
Did you
it.
shuffle
Queen
them?
clubs.
I did shuffle, yes.
Or is that spades? Sorry, Queen of Spades.
I get those two confused all the time as well.
But I wasn't zoomed in enough. It looked like a club.
All right, so we've got Spooty, we've got Maleo, we've got me, and then we got the always forever last Mr. Drummer Boy. So, you know, a majority of the creatures inside this building have been dealt with. Everyone has left the child behind in the hallway to deal with a monster, with the door behind him breaking open at the end of his turn. So,
All right. I'm going to use my red chip as a white chip so that way you don't get shit. Yeah.
Yep.
And I am no longer shaken.
My man.
And I'm jumping out the fucking window.
Sure, yeah, man. Absolutely.
Here's what I'm going to jump out the window. And when I jump out the window and land on my feet gracefully, do I have line of sight on a skinwalker inside that is giving someone else trouble?
I mean, Garrett had two of them on him, so yeah, you do.
But he's already outside of the window.
He is, but there's still two in that area.
Like right by the window?
Not right by the window because these guys are slower than you guys. But
Right. All right. Well, I want to try to take one of them out.
Sure, with a gun.
Yeah, with a gun. It's the Wild West.
Okay. I mean, like
so
I seem to remember a Sputnik being like, "I don't think a guy like me needs a gun in the Wild West."
Turns out I do. So I roll shooting, correct?
Yes, you do. Roll shooting. You need to beat a
Fuck.
4.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. I use my blue chip to re-roll. Yeah.
Sure, if you want to do that, absolutely.
And you don't get a free chip drop.
Blue is good for that.
In your face, Marshall. All right.
Thanks,
Come on. Come on, roll. Jesus Christ. All right, fuck it.
Woo!
I'm out of danger. I back away from the burning building.
Mm-hmm. Nice, I like it.
And
yes.
I put the sign of the cross to bless the area where Lester and Billy are apparently going to die because I've left them behind.
Actually,
like a window, and you're like shooting and missing the house completely. There's like a broadside of a barn over there that you completely miss.
I am going to call on your hindrance here and say you can never leave a man behind.
Fuck! Oh! I crawl back in the window.
There we go. Like, you're just like, okay, head count. 1, 2. There's only me and one other person here. Shit.
All right, I'm going back in.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Fuck! I forgot.
Hindrances. They work sometimes.
Good call.
All right. Leo, Lester, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You have one skinwalker in front of you, who's screeching at you, with a blood-filled mouth.
Well, seeing that Father Tom is running out the windows, or trying to run out the window and coming back in.
Like he forgot his car keys. It's like, and then he like climbs back in.
Jumps out the window and then comes in the front door like, oh shit.
My people need me.
Yeah.
It's like window, door.
I would like to punch, or hit the skinwalker in front of me with my tomahawk and then run to the window.
Like, are you going to add running to your score? Because you won't be able to make it if you don't. Remember, it's 10 feet from where you are.
Yeah, but can I run if I actually?
Yes, you can, but you'll be rolling at a -2 on your melee.
That wouldn't work. Then I need 2 nat 4s. I can just I read in the rules, if I took the defend action, got +2 to my toughness, I think it is. Then I can disable combat without taking attack of opportunities.
Wait, what page are you reading this on? You can disable that altogether? Because that's what we were looking for before.
77. It says a character may take the defend option +2 to parry while retreating from combat, but won't be able to perform other actions that round beside movement. Oh, and still suffers the free attacks. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because if there's a way to like back off, from combat, then that's great. But it doesn't look like there is. So
I'll take the defend action and then just run to the window.
all right. So cool. So you basically get attacked by this thing.
Seeing that as a good idea, yelling to Billy that we have an escape over here.
Billy's in front of you.
Pushing him with me. No, wait.
All right. 9. Does that hit you? I think it does. You have a 7 now, right? So.
Or 6.
Oh, your parry's 4.
My parry's 4. My toughness is 7.
Okay, well you're good. This thing scrapes you, basically.
Not the armor. I spent money on that.
Cool. So yeah, you make it halfway to the window. You basically make it to where Billy is, essentially. Speaking about Billy, you can have your turn after me, but the door behind you, Lester, crashes open as the skinwalkers pile into the room that you're in. 6 more join the fray inside this house, and the floorboards beneath you start to heat up. Smoke starts billowing out between the floorboards, essentially. And we're gonna get 2 attacks onto Garrett, and the skinwalkers behind you are about maybe 2 feet behind where you are, both Billy and Lester. So you're not engaged in melee, essentially, but Garrett is, and Garrett's in front of you. So 17 hits, and an 8 hits, and a 4 does not hit, and a 4 does not hit. So he's fine. Drummer, what do?
All right. So there's a bunch behind us.
Yep, about 6 more came in. So
are there any in front of us, like
2
between us and the window?
But you're not going to be engaged in them if you go by, because Garrett is currently engaged with them.
So we can get out.
You can get out at the expense of leaving Garrett behind. Yes.
GM character. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking alley-oop through the window.
Whoop. Yep. You pass by Father Tom O'Malley as he climbs back in for some reason.
It's like one of those slow motion, like quizzical looks as I jump over him.
Yeah.
Isn't Garrett? But Garrett's still outside, right?
Oh yeah, Garrett's outside actually. Yes. So yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, you're right, 100%. That means he wouldn't even gotten attacked before. So my bad. Thank you for reminding me. I'm bad at GMing, as it turns out, guys. So yeah, everyone is outside aside from Maleo, who's still inside, and Father Tom, who's crawled back inside the window.
I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm. Let's pull out some more initiative cards, boys. Oh damn, John, you just fucking bottom of the barrel.
Got a pair though. Had a 3 last time too.
So I've noticed that like the freezing or floating cards or chips occur when other people are pulling their cards out at the same time.
Interesting.
It just happened to me. I was pulling the same time as Drummer, and as I tried to release mine, he released his, and I have now a frozen card back over the top of mine.
Would you prefer if I did it for everyone?
It might be better because it wouldn't affect anything, right?
Not really, no. I mean, but some people feel better about,
it's up to everyone else. I don't give a shit. But the floating cards and chips are annoying as shit because I can't get rid of it now, and it's there forever.
Maybe just call out when you're doing it. So like one next thing is like Malau, you go first, and then
Mhm.
Spooty, and then me. And
Yeah,
then...
that's fine. That's fine.
I'll just go
as
down the
long
line.
as it's the cards and it's the chips, it doesn't really it doesn't really matter the gameplay. If it's
Mhm.
rolls that determine big things, I would like to.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I can understand that 100%. I'm just gonna move everyone's around so it looks a bit better on the stream. So give me a second here. But yeah, all right. So I go first, I guess, boys. So hee. Sucks to be you. The skinwalkers catch up to Maleo, and you get attacked by 6 things.
Do my defense still count?
No, this is a new action. New turn. If you went first, I would say yes, because you can do it again. So that's drama, boys. Dog, please. Yep. And Marshall. Yeah, I'm just moving everything around. So
Until his next action.
yeah.
If a character only regular action is defend, his parry is increased by 2 until his next action.
Until his next action? Great. That's good for you then. So you get extra parry. With that in mind, your parry score is what now?
6.
6.
I'll
Okay.
keep it until way.
Cool. All right. So let's do some fighting. Let's see here. So 6. 1, 2, 3. 1 hits. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 2 hits, and 1 gets no. Yeah, 1 gets a raise, so he gets an extra d6 on his attack there. Okay, so this is for...
Wait, isn't it not to fuck him over, but isn't it 3 hits because the 5 ties his parry?
No, I have 6 parry.
Oh, you have 6 parry. Sorry.
Because he used the defense thing, yeah. So
Right. Okay, my bad.
all right, so that's the one with the raise. So 11 damage is definitely enough to hit you, and the other one doesn't. So you are
I'm shaken.
shaken. Yes, so I got to get in the habit of using that fucking word. So you are shaken. So that sucks. But basically, you weather, like, basically this child is getting fucking beat upon, Father Tom, and you feel guilty. You feel guilty as hell. You left this child basically to his own.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a sin, actually. I don't think it is. That doesn't seem right.
Oh, come on now. That's not a sin.
Hey, man, I have to do this stuff.
He did make an escape for us.
He did. Let's take a look here.
He's acting on his hindrance, so like maybe if he rejected his hindrance and just like fuck him, whatever, then maybe it'd be like a
Major sinning, theft, turning away from those in dire need.
sin. He's coming back.
I did
then.
not do that. I was trying to make a path of egress, and when I realized that they couldn't make it out, I went back in.
All right, good. I just wanted to hear your excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're fine. No major sinning for you.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Okay. So, having said that,
Also,
Maleo.
major sinning is Orgy Pile's first record.
Just for the record. Maleo, you're up.
I'm gonna use my chip to unshake him and run out the window.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to be unshaken to run out the window.
Well, I need to be unshaken so I don't take damage from the next attack.
True. You get 6 attacks on you. Do you want to do defenses again?
Can I still get out the window if I do?
You can only move after you do it, so yeah.
So I'll take the defend again.
Okay. 6 hot, smelly attacks coming your way. 1 hit, 2 hits with a raise,
Ow.
3 hits,
Ow.
4 hits,
Ow.
5, 4 hits, 4 hits, 1 with a raise. We'll do the raise first.
Ow.
All right. Remember, if you only need to take wounds once in a turn. It doesn't stack, sort of thing. So Does that hit?
Nope. I got 7 toughness.
7 toughness. Okay. All right, you good. Nothing hits you.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's a ninja. It's like,
So, Father Tom, maybe God is watching over this child.
I mean, maybe he doesn't need my help.
Maybe you coming back and not, escaping with your own life has put this child under the watchful eye of God. Who knows? But whatever's watching over him is damn sure making sure that he gets away with only bruises and scrapes.
How? I'm sorry. So is it me now?
Yes, it is. But
How far away?
Lester, Lester basically runs by you and skirts out the window, basically.
Oh. And I say, well, all right then, and I jump back out the window.
Yeah. Do you want to use your action to close it or something like that?
Yeah. Close the window.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Drummer boy, you're outside with everyone. The house behind you starts to smoke up, and the 10 or so creatures on the outside notice you. They're standing at a distance now. They haven't engaged you or anything like that. So what do you want to do? Yeah. How many did you guys kill just now? 3, right?
I think so, yeah.
A lot. What's a lot? Like 20.
Oh, you killed 20? Okay, cool.
1, 2,
I think 3 or 4 this session.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last session was fucking
A
crazy.
lot. Yeah, you fucking nailed a bunch of them. Okay, cool.
Do you guys want to fight this, or should we just run?
I can probably take care of the ones coming at us from inside the house, and the ones but the rest is gonna be a problem.
Other than experience, what do we gain from fighting 10 skinwalkers?
Well, you do your job, for one. You also haven't found any leads about the Cloaked Wanderer, so...
Or, I mean, are killing our skinwalkers going to give us leads?
Funny you should mention that. That group of 10, a man dressed in a fine fashion, like we're saying, like, say, a button-up t-shirt with, like, a tie and, like, a... what do they call that thing? A blazer? No, not a blazer. Like a
vest?
A vest, thank you. Jesus Christ,
Jesus
Dave. Holy
Christ.
crap. A vest walks over to you, smiling with arms wide. He's got his sleeves rolled up, and he's got blood on his hands. But for the most part, his face is clean, and he's got his hair slicked back. And he's wearing those, like, round glasses, like Helsing, I guess. I don't know what they're called, though, the sunglasses.
Is this the Colonel Sanders guy that owns the ranch?
It might be. You've never seen him before.
I forgot his name, so I'm just going to call him Colonel Sanders.
The man who, what you understand, owns the ranch.
Lincoln.
His name is Lincoln, yeah. And he walks over to you and stands at a distance, probably 12, 13 feet away from you guys. And he says, well, now you're burning down my house.
You're burning down us.
I don't rightly understand what you're saying, boy.
I got my peacemaker pointed at him, like, are you Mr. Lincoln?
Aye, that is me.
Your house is a house of sin.
Are you aware you have a demon spawn in your basement?
Had a demon spawn in his basement.
Had.
You're telling me that you came into my house and you killed my children? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I don't think they were your children, my son.
Sir, that would be where you're wrong. That is, in fact, spawn of my own flesh. I'm my own being.
Oh, so you and a woman had sexual congress under the confines of a marriage and created that?
I honestly don't think you understand what it is that I am, Padre.
I shoot him.
I don't think you understand.
You want to shoot
I'm
him? Go ahead.
pulling
Make
the
make
trigger.
a check for me.
Yeah.
So shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the hammer.
He's just,
I'm not gonna fan the hammer at him. I'm just gonna like try to get him.
go ahead.
9.
9 will hit. So basically, a bullet wound appears in his vest, and he sort of looks down and he goes, "Oh, yeah, actually, roll me damage." Oh yeah. He looks down at the wound, and he's like, "Now, boy, why did you go and do that? You know how hard it is to get fine stitching out this far?
Apparently, not too much for you since you've been supplying the town with all manner of whatnot.
Listen,
sure you can
I
afford
just
it.
make sure that the town comes back to life. How many people can you say raise the dead? Hmm?
Not many, because there shouldn't be that.
Why would you raise the dead for them to just eat each other?
Is this child stupid or something? I was referring to the town boy. This town was a ghost town before I had my way with it.
And now it's crawling with demons.
Or peekers?
It's crawling, good sir, with my family.
I don't think that's your family, son. Anything that would do what your so-called children are doing, that's no real family. It's not.
Padre,
meant
let
to
me ask
work.
you a simple question, if you don't mind me asking. So, your flock, the people that come and listen to your word, if they were hungry, would you feed them?
Aye.
He like spreads his arms wide and is like, my family's starving. I do my best to keep them fed.
So
And
there's
look
a
over-
ranch here. There's animals. Why feed them people during an orgy?
They hunger for a different time. Now, the people that participated in the orgy, they're more than willing. We gave them everything that they needed. A last meal, as it were, and we gave them everything that they desired. In fact, he like clicks his fingers, and the man without skin basically walks up, and essentially his skin is like on another something or other, and it's kind of loose, and he's sort of like pushing it into like position a little bit. It's like, we managed to convince one of them to join our flock, as it were, Father. My family gets ever bigger.
I'm gonna go into my backpack and pull out my science device.
Mm-hmm.
And
You just hear like
pull
you
it
hear
up.
the click of the hammer being pulled back again.
It seems you boys misunderstand.
No, we understand perfectly.
No, this
I
is just a
understand
camera.
exactly what's
This is
going
just a
on.
camera. It's just gonna take a picture of.
So let me ask you this. Why are you here? Why are you bothering me? We ain't doing nothing to nobody.
This town was dead for a reason, I expect. We aim to put it back the way it was.
Are you telling me that you're going to wipe an entire town off the map because you want to? Is that your excuse?
Yes, sir.
You know, people make a living here, and I give them their living.
Not
So-
anymore. They're gonna do some dying.
Can I look around the bunch that's standing there? Are all of them either dead or skinwalkers or peekers?
I mean, how would you know? I mean, these are the type of people that were engaging in eating, if that makes any sense.
So, can I start to pray?
I mean, absolutely.
I'm,
So-
I'm
So
gonna look.
I start to say a prayer.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up at Billy and Garrett. And I'm just gonna. Do you guys think all of these guys are evil?
Yes.
Evil is subjective, child, but I don't know Garrett's voice anymore. Hang on. I'm trying to remember it. It's
Something just about that.
it was a little more gravelly. It was like,
Yeah.
You know what I always do to get into Garrett's voice is like I say, "Hey there, smooth skin." That's it. That's his voice. That's his voice. Yeah. It's
Then
like,
I'm just gonna take a
Nice.
few steps forward with my device. And I'm just gonna ask you to smile into this little camera here. I'm just gonna pull this crank, and
now here's the thing. You can't. You won't be able to do anything. If you guys initiate combat, initiative will be rolled, right? So there won't be any sort of like attack of opportunity here, right? So just letting you know, but feel free to make these attacks.
Which is
if
why I
you...
think it would be good for me to pray right now.
Yeah.
And then before I do that, I'm just gonna look up at the others and just ask for agreement in what I'm about to do.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with what you're about to do, but I think it's pertinent that I pray first.
Father, would you bless our engagement?
I'd just like to say a prayer over this conversation that we're having. What I would like to do is for the Lord to bring a twister down upon this land, in between the likes of you who worship Satan and the likes of us who work for the Lord, our God, the God of good. And I cast Windstorm
Okay.
on.
Now, what is the level of that?
So it is novice.
That's a novice. Okay.
Yep.
Um.
Power conjures up a twister strong enough to whip the coat off a dead man.
All right. So in your modifiers, there's a trait box, right? Put -2 in there.
Wait, why is it -2?
Because this is how you roll blessed powers. For novice, it's -2. For seasons, -4, and so on. Right.
Right. Okay, so put that where now?
So in the up in the miscellaneous section, there's a trait test
Yep.
modifier box. Just put -2 in there.
-2.
Mm-hmm. And you need to beat a 4 on this, I believe, right? So
Okay, and it's a faith roll, yeah?
yes, and yeah, right. It is a faith.
Yep. Yep, it's a faith roll. 7.
Nice, good stuff. All right, so what is the name of this power?
Windstorm. So what happens is anyone within the whirlwind is automatically blinded and must make a vigor roll or be shaken each round. So I've brought this Windstorm down on him and his skinless buddy. Any ranged attacks that cross a twister suffer a -2 penalty.
Mm-hmm.
The caster can move the Windstorm as he wishes each round at a pace equal to his spirit die type, which for me is a D8.
So you can do 8 feet a turn. Okay.
Yep. If I take any action other than concentrating on the spell, I have to make a spirit roll or the effect is lost.
And I assume, okay. All right then. It's the range is sight. Okay. Okay. Duration, concentration. Yeah.
So basically, I have to concentrate on the spell. If I decide to take another action besides concentrating on the spell, I have to roll a successful spirit die. Success.
Okay. How big is medium burst though?
That I don't know.
Okay.
You know, the system is like 1.5 feet.
Yeah. Let's see here. So that was page 122. It's, medium burst.
I would think if two dudes are standing next to each other, they would be.
Yeah, no, I just want to get an idea of how many people it can
Yeah.
affect at once, sort of thing. So
For sure.
because that's the thing, it doesn't really tell you the size of this thing.
Right.
As outside of the medium burst, which is like, you know, I don't know what that means exactly. I couldn't tell you actually. Maybe it's in the Marshall's book. Let me just take a look here. That seems weird that would be the case.
It's certainly not in the player's handbook.
Yeah,
because
no, yeah.
While they were having this conversation, I was looking all this up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It might be under conflict. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that it's like it's probably like those twisters you see on the ground. Since it is a novice spell, I don't imagine it being like enormous, right? And
No.
medium burst, I'm gonna say that it could probably affect like if two people were standing together, it would definitely affect them. And I'm also gonna say that the radius of the eye, which is the only thing that seems to be affected by this, right? So I'm going to say that it is probably equivalent to like 4 squares of 5 feet each, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
that's how I'm sort of imagining it in my eyes. So if there was 4
Yeah,
people standing like in a group, you could hit all 4 sort of thing, right?
Right, and but also keep in mind that any ranged attacks through it suffer -2, whether it's good
In
guys
or
or
out,
bad.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
On page 65, there's a games without miniatures templates. It's
Oh,
medium
really?
burst.
Cool.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's a you roll 2d whatever, and that's how many enemies are caught in the blast
65, you said?
on the Savage Worlds Deluxe.
Oh, Savage Worlds, right? Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
templates
shit, yeah,
without
yeah,
exact
I'm-
placement of miniatures is tricky to know how many foes might be caught in an area effect spell, like a
Mhm.
grenade. For these occasions, figures a small burst templates affect 1d3 foes, medium burst or cone template affects 2d4 foes.
Ah, neato. That's actually a lot easier to remember.
Okay, so should I roll 2d4?
Yeah,
then?
please roll me 2d4. Yeah.
Alright. All right.
So you can
3.
affect at maximum 3 people. So,
Okay.
all right then. Cool.
But you can move it around too. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I can move it wherever I want.
Now I want to know about concentration. I'm guessing. I'm going to take a gander here and say that.
So it's almost exactly like D&D. I literally can only be concentrating on this spell to keep it active. The
Mhm.
only caveat with this system is that if I decide to do another action, I can do that, but I also have to roll a successful spirit die.
Okay.
On a successful spirit
And if you
die,
take
the spell
damage,
sustains.
yeah. If you take damage, you'd roll a spirit die to see if you lose it. Yep.
Exactly.
Got it.
Same.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yep.
going to say actually. So, cool,
Yep.
cool. Let's do it then. So, that goes off on your turn essentially, right? So, the way that we're going to work this. So I need everyone, if you could, let's roll some initiative.
All right. So who do you want to pull first?
I'll go on my order here. It goes Sputnik, Drummer Boy, Malaya, yeah, and then I'll do mine last.
All right. I got a joker.
Okay, that's good.
let's grab this. Got a jack.
Cool. Yeah, nice. And a 10. Cool.
Dude, friggin' good.
So I'm going to
mixture.
be pulling 2 cards
What?
because there's 2 groups. Basically, there's the house skinwalkers and the outside skinwalkers. Is how this is separated out. And here's the other thing. I gain 2 more chips.
What?
And
So at least you're like taking all the blue ones again.
And I pull out 2 more. I'm going to pull out 1 more card. All right, so
This is like one of special monsters that you get chips for.
wild cards, basically. Anytime a wild card has shown up, so it's safe to assume that these 2 dudes that you just walked into are wild cards, which means they have the same ability to soak damage and whatnot as what you do. So
Can we just walk back into the burning house and forget about these guys?
So we just initiated the boss fight.
essentially, yeah.
First boss fight, yes.
Okay, so that in mind, Joker goes first, Mr. Spooty Pooty Tooty. You and Garrett.
Yeah, so I am going to continue concentrating on my spell because it's only the 2 guys that are there, right?
There's also 10 creatures behind them, and then there are the creatures on the inside the house, which is the total of 8.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna continue concentrating on the spell. Garrett is. I mean, he might as well just try to take a shot. It's only
Mm-hmm.
-2.
Okay.
Wait, he can fan the hammer, right?
Yeah. He's not as good at it as, say, Billy. So basically, the way that it works is every single shot he's going to make is a -4.
Ooh, and it's already -2, so it'd be -6.
It'll be
No.
-6 to hit, right? So,
Yeah, no. Have him take a shot at the skinless guy.
okay. So that's what, -2 because it's going through
Correct.
all right. Shooting. Okay. So this we'll just take -2 off the top of this. Yep, it's a hit.
Oh,
So he gets he gets a native +2 basically, because he's as I said, he's good. He's got some edges that allow him to do this stuff.
He's
so-
got some GM horseshit running through his veins.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So he does it. And I just want to see what I need to beat here. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he needs to beat a 5.
boom.
Cool. Also, did you guys write down the AP for your shots, by the way?
Yeah,
You need to tell me those next time because we haven't been doing them. So I'm going to start doing them now. Just put them in the notes section of your gun there. So you see how mine says shot 6, AP 1? So if you just
Yeah,
apply
mine's-
that in the notes of your guns when you shoot, it'll just show up so we can see them. So, all right, so that is a hit. And he gets fucking... What's that?
What is AP?
Armor piercing. It reduces the toughness of their... So it makes them easier to die, basically. So yeah, he will take a shot. Get done in.
He's dead?
No. So let me ask you this. Actually, no, because you put up the thing that makes them what? That makes them instantly take a.
No. No, not instantly. On their turn, they have to pass a vigor roll, or else they are shaken.
Okay, so it's not, and that's every turn they have to do that. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Every turn.
So he's shaken. Now I assume that if you're shaken, you don't take a wound because it doesn't sound like it does wounding. So it wouldn't add an additional wound. It just automatically sets a shaken state for them because it doesn't say that.
Right. Yeah, the windstorm. Yeah, but if they get shot, they'll take a wound.
There you go. All right. So that's fine. Cool. So they're shaken.
Well, skinless dude is.
Yeah.
Lincoln is not yet.
Is he shaken from the shot that I gave him?
When did you? Oh no, this is you shot Lincoln, dude.
Is that not who we're talking about?
Yeah, this is a different dude.
The skinless.
This is
Okay.
skinless guy.
Sorry, I'm like only half paying attention. I'm looking for the AP on my gun.
It should be about a 1 or a 2.
Peacemakers are a 1.
AP one.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. All right, next. That would be the bad guys. So the bad guys inside the house. Basically, they are going to throw a chair through the window. And they'll come
Good,
crashing.
it lets more oxygen in, and the fire burns brighter and kills them all alive.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, but the house is aflame now, but they haven't moved outside the window yet. So they picked it. They spend their turn hauling a table or something like a heavy fucking wooden table out, and it just flies through the window behind you, basically. So next turn you're going to be assaulted. Drummer boy, you're up. Both men have been shaken.
Cool. Well, let me just read a thing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and read the thing.
My speed loading.
Yep.
Does that mean I can take a shot this round with, like, I can load my other gun and take a shot with my?
Well,
you can
so
ignore the
remember,
usual
actions,
-2.
the way that actions work is every time that you attempt to affix the
but
world
but
around you.
speed load actually has a line that says, like, ignoring the usual -2 penalty for shooting. So, like,
Sure. So where does it? Where is that? Is that an edge in Player's Handbook, or is that a
yeah.
different thing? Okay.
So your pistolero has mastered the fine art of loading a 6-gun in an all-fired hurry. Your hero can reload one weapon under the action, ignoring the usual -2 penalty to shooting rolls in the same round.
Mm-hmm.
If your hero is using a weapon that requires a full round or more to load, this time required is reduced by 1 round. So,
if you're firing both guns, right? I would say that's not a problem. So if it removes the -2 penalty, then it's fine, right? Like, because you can basically reload the gun and shoot it.
because one of my guns is spent because I fanned the hammer with it.
Mm-hmm.
My other gun has 5 shots left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if I could, like, reload the one while shooting the other.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. I mean, that's what speed loading does. Essentially, right, you would have, like, those little caps that push 6 bullets into them, and you'd probably have them, like, on your belt, or, like, on a, like, you'd have a bandolier or something, and you'd basically just, like, you know, slap it in and then, like, take a shot with your other pistol sort of thing. You could probably even, like, push it up with, like, one hand while you're holding the other one shooting. Like, I imagine it's something like that, right?
Yeah. Cool. So, as long as I'm not taking penalties, then I'll just shoot Mr. Lincoln, I guess.
You want to shoot Lincoln? All right, go ahead and make a roll
So
for me.
it's a
-2 to shoot into the fray, yeah.
-2. This miscellaneous trait test thing is a friggin' lifesaver.
Yeah, I believe it is, yeah. No dice.
I'm gonna spend a chip to reroll.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, I deleted one again. It's just so easy. I just hit delete and it's gone.
Let me just double check real quick before you do anything.
Fuck. Never mind.
That's a fail.
That is a huge fail.
Yeah. So what does massive failures do in this one? I'm trying to remember.
I got a 1 and a 0.
Yeah. Because you rolled probably a 2 on the wild dice and a 1 on your shooting dice.
Are you only allowed to use 1 chip per turn?
No, you can use as many chips as you want.
I'm gonna use my other chip.
Do it.
Because I really want this to work.
Mm-hmm.
6 and 2.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll me damage while I just look into this poker chips. Okay, there's still 40 in there, so...
So it just, like, it goes back into the pool?
Yeah, it looks like it. Let me just double check this, though. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. Yeah.
Right.
Cool, so you can just delete them when you're done with them, boys.
Is the damage -2 as well?
Yes, it is.
Or is it just...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7?
All right, let me take a look here. Yeah, you're good. You shoot him and you wound him.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. All right. So.
Which one did you wound?
Who wounded Lincoln?
Lincoln.
What does a wound actually do, though? I'm pretty sure it makes a -1 on everything, right? Let me just roll this real quick. I just want to see what it does. If it actually applies. Okay, it does apply. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. I like that. All right, then. Cool. Good to know. I like this system and how it does that, so... All right.
Yep, that's my turn, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Next player to act, I guess, is Maleo. Yep, go ahead, man. What do you want to
do? The thing is, I wanted to either I should save everybody and destroy everything that is inside the house, or I should just go after Lincoln.
I mean, there's going to be 6 dudes rolling deep on you next
Yeah.
turn. Or 8 dudes, I guess, actually. So,
You can protect our backs. We just like pummel.
what is the... So this would be a medium burst thing again, right? Like, we never actually attacked with this attack of yours.
Shower of flame and light. When cast, place a thin
What's it called? Blast or bolt? What was it?
burst.
Burst.
Targets within the place the thin end of the cone template at the character's front. So I think we need to go back to page 65 again. It doesn't really say anything about that.
Probably just a standard coin. This counts as a heavy weapon. Let me check. What page did you say it was on? 16?
The spell or
No, the burst. Okay, here we go. There's a cone template is 2d4.
Okay. So I will go behind everybody in front of the window to say or to take their backs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just use my burst.
You crank another the remainder of the handle.
Yeah.
So how many times you used once last time? So that used 3 power points of the 20 that's in this thing. So
I'm gonna use it again now.
Mhm.
Walk a bit forward towards Lincoln. As the dust storm came down, I'm just gonna turn around, put the machine behind my friends,
Mhm.
just crank it, bursting into the house, or hopefully hitting all 6 that is coming towards me or
Cool.
us.
It's 8 actually, but yeah.
8. They're coming 8 from inside the.
We need 2d. You need to roll 2d4 for me, please. Right,
Yes!
hits 2 of them. Perfect. So 2 of them light on fire and recoil back.
Can you re-roll that one? Or
Yeah.
does that re-roll everything?
Let's see. What can you spend bennies on? Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it's only traits and stuff, but let's make sure. Where the fuck are the bennies? God, okay, here we go. Bennies. Bennies cannot be spent on tables, damage rolls, unless the character has any other or any other roll that isn't a trait roll. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's not a trait roll. So,
Worth a shot.
worth a shot. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately, you only hit 2 of them, but that's fine.
Obliterate them at least.
They are dead.
Alright.
Yeah.
After the burst, I'm just gonna place it on the ground and start to pick up my.
Oh, actually, we need a Do we need a shoot check for this? I don't think we do. It's in a cone template, so that makes sense. So yeah, you pass their toughness definitely though. So, but 2 of them die. So there are only a couple left. 6 to be in fact.
I like my camera.
Okay. All right. Now the ones outside will run around the little spinnily air thing you got and run in front of their companions, basically. So you can see them on the edges of the. So if there's the twister right in the middle, you can see like 4 appearing on so 2 on either side start to appear of the total 8 skinwalkers that were behind in that group of pile. So they're about they're progressing pretty quickly, but not as quickly as you guys can run away. So all right, and now it's time for everyone's favorite attackers, the leaders. So they need to make a vigor check.
Yeah, vigor check, or else they are shaken. They're also blinded.
Interesting. Okay.
They're blinded no matter what. They need to make a vigor check to
Mhm.
not be shaken.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So The first one will be made by our dear friend Lincoln. All right, so he is still going to be shaken.
Shaken. Yep.
And the next one will be the other dude. He is fine, and now he's going to roll a spirit check to get unshaken. He's fine with that, and he's going to burst out of the... he's just going to run towards you guys, basically. He doesn't know what's there, but he's going to run out of the whirlwind,
Right.
and he's free of it. And that's the whole round. Oh, and let's just make a direction. So we'll do like a clock with 12 facing towards you, right? And this will be the direction that these guys move in, yeah? So, because both of them can move. So the first one... the first one will be for Lincoln. Second will be for the Skinwalker. Okay, so... Yeah, they both run out forward, right? But one runs to the side, into the house sort of thing. Oh, I guess into the paddock, right? Yeah, so he sort of runs into the paddock. But he realigns himself after he gets out. So basically, there's a whirlwind. There's two skinwalkers behind these two dudes, and these two dudes are basically halfway between you and them by their turn. So, yeah. And now I need to recall all of these things and shuffle because we drew a thing. And now everyone deals again. Spoody, let's start with you.
I got a 3. Fuck.
All right, drummer.
Queen of Hearts.
Nice, good stuff. Maleo? All right, so the first one will be for indoors. Second is for outdoors. And third is for the villains. All right, so drummer boy, I guess you're up first.
Mm-hmm.
Now these guys, Lincoln is wounded, right? And he didn't recover from his thing, right? So you've got a full gun, and you've got one with 3 shots in it.
4 shots now.
4 shots. So you shot twice this session.
Yep.
And then you shot one more. So yeah, you'd have 3 left. Yeah. So you have a half a gun and a full gun.
Mm-hmm. Is it worth me just pinging Lincoln again, or
Possibly. Yeah. I mean,
because he's already shaken, it could get another wound on him.
that's a good way. They can't recover from wounds, you know, like they can recover from shaken.
Yeah. And I'm still shooting into whirlwinds, so it's
No,
still missed.
you're not. They're outside the well when they ran out.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't move it until my turn.
Which is kind of nice that you can move it at the end of your... That you'll be the last person to act this round, so you can move it at the end of your round, sort of thing. So.
Yeah, but I can only move it 8 paces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Is that still outpacing them though?
I think it is, right? Because normal paces is 6. So
Mm-hmm. Well, these... I'll tell you
Unless
right
they
now.
use their
I'll tell you
action
right now. These guys are moving at 5 paces, which is 1 less
Oh, yeah.
than what you guys can do. So if they move the maximum paces both times, you'll get some of the skinwalkers, but you won't get the leads because they'll be like maybe 2 paces out of where you can move it. So
if they move.
if they move, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they don't know that you can move it, right? So there's the only way. I mean, the only thing that they might do is they might pull out pistols or they might attack you. Like it's hard to say, really. So
Right.
Did Garrett go last time? Yeah, he did.
he did, yeah.
And a double 2 actions is -2.
Yes. on every single roll that you make. So if you fan the hammer twice, you'll be rolling at -4 for 9 shots. Plus, if you do the two-handed thing, actually you can't fan the hammer with two hands because you need both. One to hold down the trigger.
Well, I could do like I could have like one gun this way and just like bam, 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 bam.
Okay, sure. If you want to do that.
I'm a veteran, man. I could do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you spent points on it. I'm okay with that.
The issue is, last time I was using Fan the Hammer, I had.
So here's the thing, right? Let me tell you right now. Doing shooting with 2 guns is a -2 action, right? Fan the Hammer is normally -4, but you've brought it down to -2, and you're doing it with 2 guns. So, essentially, what you're going to be doing is, since Fan the Hammer is a 1-turn. See, this is why it doesn't make sense, because if it was doing that, you'd be -6ing on everything. But I'm going to read Fan the Hammer real quickly again. Is that a? Oh no, that's a special rule, right?
It's in Deadlands, yeah.
Yeah, it's a special rule.
Like if it's worth like taking -4 to 9 shots and just being out of ammo, so I just have to reload next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that, I don't know if that's good or not in this situation, because like I could hit a whole bunch of people, but
Let's look. Mm-hmm.
Or we can hit us a bunch of times.
no, you guys are all like behind me, so.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't say anything about 2 guns, so I'm willing to let you do it since you've put points into it, right? If anyone else was to do it, it'd be almost impossible. I'm willing for that to be fine. That's fine by me. Like, so if you want to shoot 9 rounds in the air, you totally could. It'd be at -4 though. So
Yeah, is there enough people in front of me to like make that worth it, or is it just the 2 leaders in front of me?
there's 2 leaders, and then a bit further back would be the what is the distance on a pistol, range wise? 1248, is it?
It's 12, 36, 48.
Okay, so the ones in the back, we would, if you were to hit them. So you're aiming at one dude. So any ones you get. Oh, see, that's weird, right? The only people that are in range of your medium shot, which would be at no negative, would be the 2 in front. So any ones you get won't hit any of the targets behind them. So that's essentially what that means. So because they're in a different range bracket, essentially, right? So
That still sounds okay with me. Like a -4, I have a 10 shooting skill.
it's up to you, man, if you want to do that.
10 shooting. So if wait, 10 shooting. So if I got a -4,
if you reloaded both guns next turn, you'd be at a -2 to shoot. So, it won't be super bad.
I'm just thinking like -4 on a D10. I'd have to like get an 8 on almost everything to get them to hit.
Oh no, you only have to hit a 4. You're shooting with a gun. No, the DC is 4.
Yeah, but I'm doing with the D10 with a -4. So like my rolls would have to be pretty dang good. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Fan the Hammer with 1 gun. So
Okay, are you doing the full loaded gun?
a full gun, 6
All right.
shots.
So this will be -2.
Yeah. Let me just throw that in the thing. Cool.
So you're rolling 6 shots here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that 15 is good.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
3 hits.
yeah, I'm looking at 3 hits here. Yeah, 3 hits. And for the first one will be a raise. So I'm going to spend a chip, and I'm going to take away Shaken from... spend 2 chips and take Shaken away from both of them. Because I can.
Yeah, may as well. You got a fuckload of chips.
Yeah, that's the reason why they give you an extra chip for every wild card that shows up. So, yep. Go ahead. Do some damage. So the raise one gets an extra d6. So we'll do that one first. So there's a raise box in the...
7.
Yep, cool.
19, 9.
Well, they don't actually get... Oh, you took a raise off. Cool. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Wow, you got a 19. That's crazy. So who are you shooting here? Lincoln, right?
Both Lincoln and... Well, I'm just like going...
I don't think you can do that. I think it's a single shot, right?
I'm fanning so I can hit multiple targets. That's what we rolled last time. That's how I killed 5 dudes in one round. Because we were counting it as like an assault weapon kind of thing.
It doesn't actually say, does it? Yeah, I think that's the kind of the problem that we had before.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, now that we've got this cone thing, I'm willing to actually make a ruling that it adds the cone. So you roll to see how many you hit, because then it's like it's a random chance right at that point, which
Yeah,
seems
so
a
like-
lot better than how we did it last time.
Yeah, so like 3 of them hit, so I'd do like...
You'd roll before you'd roll after you yeah, like for example, if 3 hit, right, then we would do the cone. Actually, what does the assault weapon say? Sorry, I just need to... This is weird, right? Because we keep going back on this stuff.
The
But...
way we ruled it last time was... I was just like, it was kind of a wild whatever. Whoever got in the way, if I got like a 1 and there was someone in the way, then I'd shoot my own people.
Yeah.
If not, if any of them hit, then they would just like hit the target.
All right, so let's take a look here.
Just because it's like a swarm of bullets.
Oh, where's the situational combat? Okay. Area of effect attack, automatic fire. Okay, you don't have automatic fire, but you do have a higher rate of fire than 2. Okay. Roll a number of shooting dice equal to the weapon's rate of fire. Compare each die to the target's number. If the weapon has a rate of fire, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna roll on the chart. So this will be let's go with small burst for 1d3 foes. Does that seem appropriate to you?
I mean, it's either that or like how many people were in the area, and then we number them off, and those like...
Well, no, so this works better for me too, because like let's say you fan the hammer and there's creatures at different ranges. So you could basically say that you could apply the damage to whichever one you wanted, right? So you could say that if you hit with all 3 and you rolled 3 foes, then you could put 3 different damages on 3 different targets. If that makes any sense. So yeah, we'll do the small burst template.
1d3.
1d3, yeah. Because it doesn't actually fucking say, man. Like that's silly. It should say. Okay,
2.
so 2. So you can hit both of the guys if you wanted.
Sure. And like one of them gets hit twice, I guess.
Yeah,
I got
but
3 hits.
but that's the thing. Like they just take a shaken state, right? The moment that damage is applied to them, that roll is to mostly see how many times you apply shaken to creatures, right? So, okay, so they're both shaken again. Cool.
That
Easy.
19 though.
I know, right? It's good.
6, 5, 6, 1
Yeah.
plus 1.
Okay, cool. So, who did what? So that there was Drummer Boy, And that was the first person to act this round. Jesus Christ. Malaya, you're up.
I'm gonna run behind Father Tom, because he has his spell ready or concentrated. I'm gonna run behind him and try to take everybody who comes from the window to protect him.
Isn't that what you were doing last time?
Yeah, but I'm focusing on Tom O'Malley.
Okay, cool. So are you going to do the grindy thing again?
I'm just gonna hit one with my tomahawk.
Okay. They're not within melee range.
Oh, I thought they were.
Nope.
Can
They're
I
still
then
inside
take
the
out my bow
house.
and
Yeah.
shoot them with that?
What was that?
Can I take out my bow and shoot with that instead?
Sure. -2.
I can do it. Need what's unskilled?
There's a trait modifier, and then you roll the skill. You don't have shooting though, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so on so you'd put -2 in the trait test modifier, and then you would have there's an unskilled button somewhere. I don't know where it is. Where did we see that? Oh, it's up the top above the skill. Yeah, so there's an unskilled button above the top there. So just hit that. After you've put the trait modifier in. So you'll be rolling at a -4 here.
Yep.
Yeah, you pull the bowstring back, it snaps.
Wait, what?
Dude,
No!
you rolled 2 ones.
No!
Good job. Yeah,
And
so the
then
bow.
after that, I'm just gonna throw it on the ground and take out my tomahawk again.
Okay. All right. So you'll take your tomahawk out at the next turn. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. So inside, outside zombies. Skinwalkers make their way over. So they've kind of surrounded the 2 men now. And there's now 4 on either side, basically. So.
Of Lincoln and
So there's now 10 people in front of you, essentially. And Lincoln and Skinless, they are going to attempt to. They're both staggered again, right? So yeah, they are going to both attempt to break out of their staggered state. So the first one will be Skinless. Which is a spirit check. No dice. And then here comes Lincoln. Which is fine. Lincoln breaks out. And then he's going to close the distance between you guys. And bare his claws. Much like the other skinwalkers, claws emerge from his fingers. And he closes the distance. He's now 2 feet in front of Billy. I guess he was at the front. And then the guys inside the house are going to come pouring out of the window, basically. And 2 of them are going to get their attacks onto both Maleo and Spooty. So, Sputnik, I need you to... oh, wait, no, we got to roll first, right? To see if they hit. Yep. Okay, so is it only if they... I'm assuming it's only if they do damage to you, so... Alright, Malaya, you got hurt. So... Oh, sorry, that... Oh, no, they don't get a... They also get a raise there, so let me roll 6 on top of that. So is 5 enough to hit you?
And that is below my toughness.
Okay, so you are shaken. And Spooty?
Wait, am I not shaken if I take damage?
I asked if that was above your toughness, and you said that was your toughness was below that.
That's below my toughness.
What is your toughness?
7.
That can't be right.
It's right.
You don't have the defense stat on you anymore.
No, it's still 7.
He's got 4 parry and 7 toughness. He's got low parry, high toughness.
So that other thing added to your parry score? Is that what it did?
No, that added to my toughness and made it a 9. Oh
Fucking
no,
hell.
yeah, that might actually have been to the thing.
That's what I'm thinking. There's no way that a child character would have that much toughness.
I think defense adds to parry. That would make sense anyway.
Let me take a look at your sheet because I don't think that's right.
It's right. I can't touch the base. My base is 6, and I have a little armor, which makes it +1.
Okay,
It's 7
sure.
because of my vigor.
That's fine then. We're good with that. All right, so you don't get hit. That's good. Good for you. Now Speedy. 8 hit you.
Yeah.
What's your toughness?
That hits.
What's your toughness?
Oh, sorry. Toughness is 6.
Okay, you're good.
Boom.
Yeah, so basically there's now 6 creatures behind you guys and 2 in the fray in the middle. So you guys are getting overwhelmed pretty quickly here. And Spoody, it's your turn.
All right.
And
so
Garrett's turn as well.
Can I move the whirlwind on top of Lincoln?
No. You can move it on top of the skinless dude though. Which would include all of the other zombies as well.
All right, I'm going to do that,
Mhm.
but I'm also going to do this.
How many people did it affect? It affected 3,
3.
right? Yeah, so it would be it'd be skinless and 2 zombies.
Okay. Does Lincoln have any debuffs on him right now?
He is wounded.
Okay.
But he's not shaken.
Right. What I want to do is I move the whirlwind, like I said, but I'm going to try to tackle Lincoln and hold a gun to his head.
This will be at a -2 because you're also using the spell.
Yep. First, I actually have to roll Spirit
What's this for?
to keep the spell going.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yep. Because I'm doing another action besides just keeping the spell going. So here's my Spirit roll.
Which you
That
failed.
fails. So the spell is no longer active. I still want to tackle and hold a gun to Lincoln's head,
Sure.
which will be at a -2.
Yep, and this will be
Yes, that's
versus his. This is versus his. You can. It's either strength or dexterity. It's an opposed fighting check basically.
Like vigor or strength?
It's opposed fighting if you have fighting.
Oh.
But you can.
I do. I have fighting.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But you can
I
choose
follow.
whether it's fighting or strength that you. Strength or dexterity that you use in the fighting check. So.
Well, it says agility is the linked attribute, so
Okay.
I'm just rolling fighting.
Cool.
13.
Oh, nice. So he has 1 wound. And fighting. All right, you've got him grappled.
Okay. So with my gun to his head, I will say, call your children off now, or you won't have any life left of your own to take care of them.
Okay, so you can make an intimidation check for free. All right, that is part of what happens here. So, was it you or was it someone else that had the inability to... -2 penalty for all intimidation and persuasion rolls. Okay. You have Lying
for me,
Eyes.
right?
Yeah, you have a
Yeah.
minor called Lying Eyes, which does that. So this is going to be just a -2 because this is outside of your action pool.
Sure. And what should I roll?
Intimidation or persuasion?
I have 9.
No, this is intimidation. If you have neither, then you go to unskilled, and that'll be at another -1. So you'll be rolling -3 on this.
Up there it is. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Ready? Oh wait, I'll be at negative what?
It'll do it for you automatically.
Okay. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
Does he not believe me that I'm gonna shoot? All right, fine. I shoot him in the fucking head.
Oh, you can't do that just yet. Essentially, it's not so much that he doesn't believe you, right?
Yeah.
It's that he doesn't think it's going to harm him. right? He doesn't
Gotcha.
see,
Gotcha.
and he can very clearly see that you're being overwhelmed by his children, right? So he just sort of like you do that, and he's like holding your arm or whatever, and he's just like, "Oh, let's do it then." So let's roll. Let's pull out some more cards, boys. Spoody, start with you, my man.
All right. Sorry. Hang on. Get the fuck out of the way, character sheet.
Henley's poddling you hard as fuck tonight. Yeah, well, this is the game. It's this game is very weighted towards player characters, right? Like player characters have so much more power and initiative in them than anything else. So this is for inside, outside, and villains. Okay. Okay, so it goes outside, then it goes drummer boy, then it goes inside, then it goes villains, then Malaya, then Spoody, and Garrett. Cool. All right, so the outside dudes, they will join into the fray. And I guess everyone is going to take some damage here. So the way that we're going to do it is there's 8 total attacks that are coming in, and we're going to split them up between the 4 of you. So you each get 2. So we'll start off with Spoody. These guys are going to attack you.
All right.
So let me just fix this real quick. Okay, so the first 2 coming at you, hot and sweaty. 7 hit and a 9 hits.
Yep.
So let's do.
Nope.
Okay, you good? So
Yep.
next is going to be Drummer Boy, aka Billy. Nope and nope.
Nope.
Maleo, you're next, aka Lester. Oh yeah, that's a raise hit. All right, so
That's the third 18 plus on me.
that is, and you were so you take a wound now. This is your first wound, unless you want to spend one of your chips right now.
I didn't get shaken last time.
Yeah, you did.
No,
No.
it didn't hit my toughness.
Oh right, okay, sure. Then you're shaking now. Yep. So you're shaking, and now Garrett takes another 2. Turn that off. 1 hit. Yep. All right. So that's the result of that. So now Drummer Boy, aka Billy.
Shit. How many people are on us right now?
Including a Lincoln who's being held. You have a total of 6 behind you, 8 surrounding you. It'd actually be 10 surrounding you with 4 more behind you that haven't joined in yet, and Lincoln and the skinless dude. So lots.
Mm-hmm. Did you say I could load? Oh, we lost Booty.
We lost Spoody? Uh-oh. Dash no good. I don't have a thing set up for this. Let me just... real quickly. Okay. Alright, we can fix this. We have the technology. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
Did you say I could speed load and fan the hammer in the same round?
For you can, but it would cost you.
What would it cost?
Um,
Just the -2? Normal?
So-
Or a -2 plus a -2, I guess. So -4.
yeah, so your speed load reduces the -2 for loading a gun, but if you're loading 2 guns, it adds another -2, right? So
I'm
just the
loading
one. So you're loading one, which removes the -2, and then you're fanning the hammer, which is a -2. So
So just plain -2.
just plain -2, yeah.
I mean that. There's a lot.
However,
of fucking dudes around
there's
here.
a lot of people, and once on your rolls will hit your teammates.
I know.
So that's what you're throwing away here. I really need to see an errata or something for this fan the hammer, because it's weird that they don't call out how many targets you can hit with it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it also seems weird that it would only target one person, but it also seems weird that they don't have like a cone in there. And I'm willing to bet it's between small and medium. Like I'm willing to bet it's between that.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say small is because 6, you can roll higher than 6 on the medium, right? So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. So, like, yeah. What's Spoody saying?
It lose power.
Yeah. Oh, he's not sure what happened. No one in the house. Okay. Ugh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, let's maybe finish up this round.
All right. Can I do a knowledge occult roll just to see if I would know anything about how to hit this guy where it hurts?
Yeah, sure, man. So what you know about last time, you didn't actually know a lot about what happened last time, but
No.
I can tell you what you do know without having you to make a check, right? So essentially, you know that these things are born from whatever instances you can get from, and having seen these things in action and having seen another stuff, I can say that you can safely make an occult check to see if you've heard rumors, right? Because right now you didn't know a whole lot based on what you've seen, but you've seen some things happen.
Did the fire seem to work?
Yeah, no, they die from bullets and from fire, right? But there is something to be gained by rolling an occult check here.
Sure.
So why don't you go ahead and do that for me, please?
Fuck.
I mean, you're surrounded. Now's not the time to be racking your brain.
No. Well, I guess that's the turn. Well, it was like a reload and then the turn.
I mean, you can still shoot.
Can I? Can I make? I don't have to like.
Occult
Declare.
is not an action, right? You're not like.
Okay.
That's kind of like how Speedy was able to make an intimidate after his attack, right? It's not.
Okay.
Actions are specifically things that affect the world, right? You consulting your knowledge on something isn't something that affects the world, right?
Mhm.
So even if it takes time, it's not you kicking a door, for example. So if you were to say, reload, consult your knowledge, and fan the hammer, right? It would still only be the
Yeah, still
reload and
that
fan the
much
hammer
too.
that affects your action queue, right? So
Ah, for fuck's sakes. It feels like a waste just shooting one dude. Even if it's the main guy. If he's grappled, does that like isn't it an auto hit?
there's no coup de grace in this game.
I thought there was. I thought I read something there was like if the person is clearly down, maybe if they're like sleeping, you can just like
Let's actually, let's take a look here. Maybe there is such a thing.
I thought I
Maybe
read
you
something
just
like
get
that.
an extra thing going on here. Bonus die. Okay, that's damage. Incapacitation. Incapacitated character on this. Blah 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 blah. Okay, nope, that's not what we need. Aim. I would give you a bonus on your aim. Maybe. Like, that seems like to be the easiest thing, right? Like, to just sort of say, yeah, no, absolutely. You get a +2 to hit, which would mean that you can do like a cold shot or whatever, right?
Is an intimidation check also not an action?
It's not, no. It's
I'm gonna,
they specifically say that, you can do that. You can make it.
okay, I'm gonna intimidate, like just point my gun at him, and I've shot him before. He knows this ain't no joke.
All right, I'm gonna give
So
you I'm gonna give you a -2 here because you're literally surrounded by his children right now. But other than that, you can make it for sure.
All right, and then after this, I am shooting him. That's just what's gonna happen.
Sure, man. Yeah. Finishing move. Okay. Before you roll, a completely helpless victim, bound, unconscious, may be dispatched with a lethal weapon of some sort as an action. This is an automatic unless the GM decides there's a special situation, such as particularly tough or naturally armored victim. Chance of escape is certain. This killer must usually dispatch his foe up close and personal. The GM may occasionally let finishing moves be performed at range. So the only problem is that this guy's a wild card, right? So if it was like a normal creature or something like that, you could very easily, grapple a dude and finish him off. Like, that's how I would say you guys could very easily kill a large number of these things. If one of you guys grappled another person, finish him off, it would work the same way. But
or if they were like trapped in any way, like something fell on them, they can't move.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe you made them fall into a pit trap. You could just be like shooting fish in a barrel. Like, that's fine. I can believe that rule. But because this guy's a wild card, I'm gonna say no, because you have to do X amount of damage to him to kill him. So that's the only
that makes sense
stipulation there.
Here's the intimidation.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, that's good. So it's not good enough for a raise good. You're 1 point off that, but it's still good.
And I'm gonna repeat Father O'Malley's thing, like call him off.
He's like holding it up, and he's got like 2 guns pointed at him right now, and he's like, I can see that you're gentlemen of particular swagger, and maybe we can have a polite conversation. If you agree to put down your weapons, I'll agree to call off the children.
You first.
He sort of looks around, and he's just like, you heard the man. Children, please step away and give us a moment. The adults are going to be talking.
All right, and then I'm still holding my gun. I'll kind of let the hand off and let it droop. Mm-hmm. I'm not holstering it. I'm just like holding it at my side. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's a good place to give it time for either Spooty to come back.
Yeah. So why don't we go take a break now, actually, and we'll see if Spooty can come back. We'll give him maybe 15 minutes or so, and if he doesn't, then we'll come back and we'll do wrap up and stuff like that, because the problem with missing one dude in a 3-player game is it changes the dynamic quite a lot, right? So so let's call it here. We'll be taking a break, but we just got confirmation that Spooty won't actually be joining us for the rest of the night. Internet is in an outage in your area. Technicians are working to resolve the issue. Would you like us to call you when the service is restored? So, probably give up in an hour, and then they'll have to go throughout the night without it. So, that's unfortunate, but, it's an interesting place to leave the combat. I was hoping that we'd be able to knock it out, this session, because this is basically the tutorial area. This is basic bitch island, and you guys are still there, so who knows?
Basic bitches.
Maybe you guys will make it to level 90 before that happens. So I realized last time we didn't actually talk about experience points. So
if it goes like my Dark Souls plays, I'm gonna be here until I'm level 20.
So everyone's gonna take 1 XP this session. So basically, there's 3 tiers of XP that you get in this game. One is the group accomplished little or had a short session, which is this. It literally is a short session. 2 experience points. The group had more successes than failures, which is what they got last time. And 3 experience points. The group experienced succeeded greatly, and their adventure had significant impact on the overall story. And every time they get 5 experience points, they get to do something and level up. So it's actually very short amount of experience points for that sort of stuff, but you know, yeah. So with that in mind, you guys can all take it. I will add 1 experience point to Mr. Father Tom. I believe that puts you, Drummer, at 4, right? Because you took 1 free one.
Yep.
And everyone else should be at 3. So.
Right. We got
I
1
think-
first session, 2 last 1 at session 0, 2 last session, and 1 now.
Oh, that
everyone-
means Spooty has missed an XP. So I'll just update his sheet then.
I just
Okay.
got extra because I'm a seasoned and all that other shit. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much our session as it is right now. So let's do some shout outs. Let's start off with Mr. Drummer Boy. What up, sir? Where can people find you?
Hey, you can find me occasionally on Twitch. Not so much recently, but I'm hoping to come back and do some music streams soon, as well as some gaming streams. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much anywhere you can find music. I have a Patreon that's $3 a month for you vote on the tune, and then it's basically like tabletop setting music for $3 a month.
So yeah.
And access to the previous 8 songs plus 2 variations each, so that's like 30 tracks for $3. So
Not bad.
come on.
Come on. Give me your fucking money. Come on.
It's $3. It's like a coffee a month.
Hell yeah. Well, Maleo, my man, what up? Where can people find your booty hole?
Well, people can find me over at twitch.tv/Malamonkey, where I play Open D&D with my viewers every Friday, or should at least.
Nice. Awesome. And you can go find Spooty at spooty.com/love me. I don't know. It's a dumb joke. Spoot.io.
Spooty.com/orgypile.
Spooty. Yeah, send all your complaints to spooty@theorgypile.com.
There you go.
There you go. That's a good joke. We pulled it off. It's in the 90s again.
We did it. We did it, Reddit.
But yeah, that's pretty much the session. So today we're going to be starting our Path of Pillars of Eternity. I keep calling it Path of Exile, man. PoE.
There's too many PoEs. There's too many.
Too many. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, the pirate campaign. And then, so that'll be that. And then we'll also be playing more Conan. John Boy, you should just join us for Conan, man.
I have it.
It's good. It's a good game.
Yeah. Dong Simulator.
Barbaric Dong Simulator. Yeah.
I've just never gotten into those kind of survival RP kind of games.
I mean, this is more like World of Warcraft survival game. Like, there's like, I mean, there's a video on my YouTube. You might have seen it because I added it to the group, the Barbaric Dongs channel, of like 4 of us taking on an elephant, and that just walks around in the world, you know, like 4 dudes with spears and like axes and like just taking on just an elephant. It's pretty cool. It was fun. I liked it. But yeah, that'll be happening tomorrow or today for me. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the short session. There's probably not going to be a session next week because I have to go to Warsaw for adult things. You know, like
Orgy piles?
orgy piles? No, more like passport renewal. So, you know, as I said, adult boring things. But yeah, that's we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Unless you guys want to play Monday night and move it to Monday next week. For
I can't
whatever.
do Mondays.
Yep, there you go. Problem solved. We can't even do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the short session this week, and if not, I'm sorry. Complain to Spooty, not to me. I had nothing to do with it. Good night.
Spooty'sISP.orgypile.